Hello, everyone, and welcome to NASA Bunker 33. I am your host, Quiddies the Sprinkler, as always, and with me, as always, is our amazing producer that never fucks anything up ever, Zoomy. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing just fine tonight. That music really got me in the mood, actually. That was pretty
Yeah,
good. That was a pretty good kicking tune right there. I like that.
I'm all jazzed up, and I'm
Uh,
ready for some derp. All right, who else do we have? We have a Booma. How are you doing tonight?
I'm in a really good situation. I was questioning my sanity, and the unicorn in the kitchen told me I'm fine, so it's all good. Now, guys, there's been some events during the week, and I've got to say, you've missed the big event. I got to point it out. Whitsett, as in Austin, the one and only Austin Whitsett, is challenging his legal case. He reckons he's been wrongly arrested. Now, being his legal counsel, Austin and I have had a good discussion about this, and we've worked out that we have several methods of getting him his charges. What's the word? Quashed. We're going to play either the Chewbacca defence, it does not add up, of South Park fame. We also got the Scooby Doo offence variation. That's the I would have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling police. We also have the allegedly Dave approach where we arrest everybody, or we have the insanity plea, which it just lets the prosecution go for it. He then stands up and say, "How can I possibly be of sound mind? Gotcha, out of court, Whitsett a free man." What do you think, guys? And I can charge him $5.
Yeah, I really think he makes a strong case for the insanity plea.
Right.
I
And our
mean,
man Whitsett,
just watch that video of him getting arrested.
yeah.
of
That's
course.
all you
That's,
need.
well, that's the meddling police approach. But we've got a few, but I think the insanity plea, how could anyone of sound mind stand up and say Whitsett is good, normal, and I would easily have him as a housemate? The answer's there. He's going to get out, and we need him. Apart from that, Mitchell from Australia, they're my two other contenders, of course, our master, JM. How can you go past him? That game we made last week was awesome. But anyway, happy to be here. Let's head on with the challenge, and I'll let you guys deal with the big current affairs.
Well, one question I have for you first. I do have a question about the allegedly Dave defense. Does it come with free lemonade?
Well, the Mountain Dew does taste a little tart. I'm not sure.
It's a little bit on the salty side, though. You might want to add more sugar to it.
Yeah.
All right, joining us tonight, we have Glober Mom, my former partner in crime. How you doing tonight?
I am doing great, Quiddies.
Awesome.
You'll be happy
Are
to know
you
I'm
still cleaning
sprinkle
up
free,
sprinkles?
so sprinkle free now.
We'll have to work together on something soon so that
Yes,
you'll have plenty
yes,
more sprinkles.
of
to clean
course.
up. And so we were supposed to have another guest tonight, but they were here a while ago, but they disappeared. I don't know where they went. Uh, anyone know anything about that?
The audio's fucked up.
Oh, I hear
Bandsaw,
something
a
there.
corrugated iron bandsaw person.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that
What the
sounds
fuck?
like a familiar dinosaur roar. I wonder who it is. Oh, is it the modified JM expert himself? Writer of Dinosaurs is here, ladies and gentlemen. Writer of Dinosaurs, how are you doing tonight?
Where the hell am I?
You're in NASA's secret bunker, number 33.
Oh, I was expecting that check, but not being in their bunker. How are you doing tonight, mate?
Doing great, doing great.
Mm.
We've got a great show tonight, but before we get into JM stupidity, I
Mhm.
did want to talk about this for just a moment. I'm sure everyone knows already that Russia did invade Ukraine this week. And I myself support Ukraine. They're a sovereign nation, and Russia is just kind of bullying them, and there's not much that the world can do. But one really cool story has come out from that area. We don't know if it's true or not. The first thing to be sacrificed in war is the truth. So whether it is or it isn't, I did want to show this clip real quick. This is from Ward Carroll, great YouTube creator. Go subscribe to Ward Carroll. He's a former F-14 A model and B model Rio. So basically Goose from Top Gun, but he didn't die.
Right.
Uh, and he was in F-14s during the Cold War, so he has a little bit of insight on Russia and how they fly planes, I would think. But I'm going to let him take it over from here and talk about this.
As the Russian military invaded the land and skies of Ukraine, one brave fighter pilot launched in his MiG-29 Fulcrum from his base just south of the capital city of Kyiv, knowing he faced superior numbers and firepower. His ground controller gave him range and bearing, and he replied with the information on his radar. Once confirmed, the controller transmitted, "That's your bandit." At that point, the fighter pilot ruthlessly pursued his prey with only one outcome in mind: victory. When he inevitably ran out of gas or weapons, he certainly landed and refueled and rearmed. By the end of the day, word had it he had downed 2 Su-35s, 1 Su-27, 1 MiG-29, and 2 Su-25s. 6 Russian military aircraft bent on wreaking havoc on his Ukrainian homeland. He had become an ace in a day, the first in Europe since World War II. Russian fighter pilots labeled him the Ghost of Kyiv, and today they fear him while the freedom-loving people of Ukraine cheer him and place their hopes for peace in his cockpit. Godspeed, Ghost of Kyiv, and happy hunting.
Happy hunting indeed.
Happy
And he's
hunting
something
indeed.
that the people of Ukraine can get behind. Boomer, what did you want to say?
Just something I'd like to point out from this guy reporting it. Bit disingenuous. Kiev pronunciation. I mean, come on, dude. If you're going to research something, everybody knows it's Kiev. It's not Kyiv, like Steve.
Writer of Dinosaurs, do you
Kiev.
want to talk about that?
Yes, from what I've heard, and I believe it's true because I've seen it a couple of times now. Kyiv is how the Ukrainians pronounce it, and Kiev is how the Russians pronounce it.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit
So-
anti-Russian right
Oh.
now,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you,
obvious
my
reasons.
Thank you,
Mhm.
my Cretaceous friend. I didn't even know. What a coincidental lead in there. I didn't even know you knew that. Just an interesting point from my friend. We did the old 1925 Lost Movie World on Wednesday night in our movie narration, and we found that all of your Cretaceous buddies were wiped out by a volcano on the plateau. Have you seen the movie? We got a copyright claim on it too, but
Oh, really?
Oh,
we had
gosh.
some fun with a dinosaur movie. It was 25 stop motion, and if you ever want to go see a great movie about your comrades, your dinosauric or your reptilian or Cretaceous friends, it's actually a great movie to watch, considering it was made 97 years ago. But yeah, it's great to have you aboard, my Cretaceous friend. Thank you. And by the
Thank
way,
you.
if you're
Mhm.
looking at the snack table, just checking the snacks out, I'll point out that I'm probably a little bit tough and yeah, I'm well seasoned, but I'm probably a bit chewy. Same would apply to. I think the best one to eat if you're after a snack would probably be Vish or I reckon Sprinkles has got a fair bit of meat on the bone there. So if you want the snacks, I'm sure I'm not probably what you want. Okay, my friend.
I'm too tiny to eat. I'm too tiny. I'm just in the Scotch glass over here, and it's really comfy.
And don't worry, my Rexy has been fed, so don't. He's not hungry now.
Oh, good.
Well, the others are marinating. I am marinating him for you. So if he's a bit peckish, I'm sure we can deal with him.
Yeah, I mean, ladies and Clever Mom's been soaking in that coffee for a while, so they probably taste pretty good.
Yeah, and as long as
Well,
you
half
promise you
of
won't
us
get-
are.
As long
Yeah.
as you promise you won't get too hyper, we can send him down the hallway to the cocaine room.
Well, I mean, the coffee, the jacuzzi is filled with cocaine, so, you know,
Cocaine and coffee.
cocaine and coffee, coke and coffee.
Breakfast of champions.
Damn straight it is.
All right, let's get into the JM stuff. That's what everyone's here for.
This one is, the 10 to the same thing is a negative number.
All right.
Writer of Dinosaurs video. Actually, yes,
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, we're watching a Writer of Dinosaurs video with
With
Writer of Dinosaurs. Imagine that.
Yeah. You don't mind, right?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You're not going to give us a copyright strike for this, right?
No.
Exactly.
We'll talk about the fees later on.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay,
Well,
we'll
we have
double
that
your
NASA
fee.
budget, $56 million a day, so we
We'll
can
double
probably
what
work
we-
something out with the fees.
Plus, we had an
We
Australian. Plus, we had an Australian recently send us 6 cents to help out with that. So,
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
right.
what that's like $12 in American money, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the other way, actually.
Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am Ryder of Dinosaurs. Today we're going to have a different video. Instead of focusing on JM's misspellings or claims, we're going to look at his math skills. Before we begin,
wait, what
a
math
quick
skills?
thank you to my Patreons.
What math skills?
Let's get started.
Literally no math
JM,
skills
is
at all.
10 to the negative 12, is that a negative number?
10 to the negative 12?
Yes.
Well, what do you mean by negative?
What do
Pause
you
for a
mean
second.
by, what do you mean by negative?
Yeah, what?
I just have to say that every time I hear JM's voice or think about JM or anything, I hear that music now because of you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like that music just automatically plays in my head when JM says something stupid.
I've used it so many times, so it's normal.
So it's on a constant loop then, Quiddies, is that right? 'Cause we've never
Pretty
seen it.
much, yeah. All right.
Negative numbers are any number under 0, like -1, -2, -2.5, -2.3. But apparently, Mr. I have a Master's of Science doesn't know what a negative number is. Let me educate you then.
In this lesson, we're going to learn about negative numbers. Negative numbers can be a little confusing at first, so don't get discouraged if it takes you a while to get it.
Especially
You're used to
confusing
seeing
to
the number
JM.
line starting
Yeah.
at 0 and just going to the right. But the number line also goes to the left. And what numbers are on that part of the
What if
number
it
line?
goes to the right of the decimal
You
point?
guessed it, negative numbers.
Do you see how easy it is?
10 to the negative 12 power. Is that a negative number?
10 to the negative... Yeah, it would be a negative number.
Our survey said...
Help.
Let me just say, 10 to the negative 17, guys. Just to cover this again for the 18th billionth time, because apparently the people on non-sequester don't know how to count.
And you, sir, don't know how to spell and apparently don't know how to talk. It's called non-sequitur show, not non-sequester. And so far, you have not proven
Non-sequester,
you can do
that's-
math. You've proven...
Wait, did he actually say non-sequester show?
Yep. You can go back and listen. He
missed
said
that.
non-sequester.
I must have
He
missed
did.
that one. I must have missed that
Oh,
one.
wow.
I've been trying to find a clip all week and I have not found it. But I thought it would be very relevant for this little contest we're having here next month because he actually calls it the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember where it was, but I remember him saying that. The Dunning-Kruger.
JM says things wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Even though
Oh, yeah.
he claims he's great at speeches.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, yeah.
great at the wording, okay? He's great at the wording.
He's great at calling it thermal dynamics.
Thermal.
Yeah,
Mhm,
thermodynamics. With the X.
Uh-huh.
Dynamix. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
The exact opposite.
10 to the negative 17 is negative 17 10 times.
Idiot.
So it's still a negative number, folks.
No. No.
Look, I've done this a long time ago, but every single time I hear that, I have to laugh because
10 to the negative 10. It's
it's so stupid.
17 10 times. No, it's
I love when he pulls his calculator out and he's like, here, I'll show you. See, 10 times negative 17. And then he goes on to say that it's negative 117 instead of 170.
Yeah, I think he corrects himself eventually, but
You know, an interesting one would be to say, okay, we have a rocket here, JM. It's about to take off. Here's your calculator. You can do all the maths, and we'll see you when you get back, and thus never see him again.
well,
Doesn't
he probably would have the same fate as the what was his name,
Mad
Mad Mike.
Oh,
Yes, he would join the
God.
Mad Mike Hall of Fame. Yeah.
No,
Don't forget DKG Customs video where he had the water tower take off because Jam was in charge of SpaceX.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I don't think
That was
JM
great.
has the skills to even get a rocket off the ground. So
No,
I don't
no.
know
And
if he would
actually-
end up like Mad Mike.
Actually, as Mythbusters did bring up with us, guys, a water heater, enter Daniel Pratt, another one for the top left. They can be made into a rocket quite effectively when you have the right conditions. So maybe they could combine their stupidity and get a moonshot, an accidental moonshot in by just blowing up their water heater.
Use
Taking it up
Pratt's
with
water
boxes
heater.
Yeah, just use Pratt's water heater.
But don't take it out of his garage. Just leave it there,
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
next to him
yeah.
when you blow it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might go the multi-stage water heater. Go 2 or 3 to get me over that.
Yeah,
pure-
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's one for the budget.
It's basic math.
Does it change when the exponential is an odd number? Because you're multiplying. Okay, it's always
Not
a
the
negative number,
exponent,
you're
the
multiplying by negative
exponential.
numbers?
The exponential,
Yes.
yeah.
Why the face palm, you ask? It's easy. Even assuming that 10 to the negative 17 is 10 times 17, which it isn't, he's wrong about multiplying negative numbers with always a negative result. Why is he wrong? Basic maths.
A negative times a negative is going to give you
positive.
a positive answer.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, like I
but
have.
basically, when you go 10 to the negative 17, you're going to the right side of the decimal point.
Yeah.
So you're already into the negative fractions.
Wait, what? Let's hear that again.
You're going to the right side of the decimal point.
Yeah.
So you're already into the negative fractions.
So before we continue, let's get the record straight here. 10 to the negative 17 is not a negative number. It's a fraction, a small fraction, a really, really small fraction.
Very small fraction.
But just by being a
Yes.
fraction, that doesn't mean the number is negative. It's not. Let's have a look. 10 to the negative 17 is this number. Does that look negative to you? It doesn't
Nope.
to me.
Nope, that's positive.
And then,
But it does to
when
JM.
people tell him he's wrong, he reacts in his normal way. I know what I'm doing. I know things. You are wrong.
And Nathan.
I'm
hey.
not wrong. I know mathematics.
Yeah, I'm the most wait, what was that? I'm the most qualified to speak on this subject, and therefore you should only listen to me and not the experts.
He's the only one there that's qualified to speak on this subject.
Exactly, that's what I was alluding to.
No,
Booma, you wanted to
Look,
say something?
Oh, sorry.
Booma, you're muted.
But
I guess you didn't want to say something.
Can I say something?
I do.
There
I
he
just
is.
didn't. I forgot to unmute. Look, the thing here is the willful ignorance displayed. He has so got to stay and appear right on the spot that he makes it. He has the opposite effect by being stupid. Now, I know someone who dropped out of school when he was about 12 years old because of financial situations, and he learnt math at the racetrack. The guy now can actually calculate how much road stuff is required to fill a trench of whatever size. He does this in his head. So although he had virtually zero numbers other than 10 fingers and 10 toes at the age of 12, through the racetrack, he has actually got a calculator in his brain. So a bit like Stephen Hawking's. Whereas JM Truth is the opposite. He stays ignorant. Other people, despite having really bad inhibitive factors in their life, can become a math genius. So it's what he chooses to do. He has to be right on the spot. And that's the psychology of it all. He is a dumbass as well, but he chooses to go along that path. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, Writer of Dinosaurs.
Sarcasm following this, but how can you say he's dumb because he debunked Newton, he debunked Einstein, according to him?
Yeah,
Because according to him, they're both dumb. He's a negative intelligence. Einstein's a negative intelligence. Negative times negative is positive. Touche.
Well,
it
depends. Booma, it completely depends because there's in the interview with BM Furball, he hints that he's as intelligent as Einstein because Einstein was dyslexic. So for him, him being dyslexic, according to him, and Einstein being dyslexic, it's a hint. I don't know if you've seen that, but
Yeah, I do. I love it. Look, here's the thing. I probably reckon Neil deGrasse Tyson is not as good as me at changing a motorcycle tire. That doesn't mean I'm smarter than him. It means I'm smarter than him when it comes to doing our motorcycle tire. Outside that, I'm going to trust Neil deGrasse on all these gravitational black holes and and all the space bonus stuff. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I just changed the name of the stream so to reflect what this stream is apparently going to be about.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
I see it. I'm refreshing just to make sure.
Yeah, me too. There is one more thing in this video. If you're being corrected by Nathan Thompson, you have to be very wrong.
Very, very, very wrong.
You know what this reminds me of?
Because Nathan doesn't get anything right.
No.
Correct.
But you know what this really reminds me of? Honestly, Nathan Oakley trying to figure out that you get kilometers from meters by dividing by 1,000.
Oh my God!
How do you?
I remember that.
Kilometers.
How can you get a bigger number by dividing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that was so funny.
Flat earthers are just so stupid.
They're so special, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yes. They aim to be special, and they are special.
Yeah.
well, that's why we're all
Not in
here.
the way that they think.
They're so special that they're so much fun to laugh at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would say that the only thing right that Nathan Thompson did was introducing JM to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nathan.
I
for
have
that.
to thank Nathan for that.
Yeah.
Nathan gave us one of the greatest gifts ever.
One of the greatest
Yep.
lolcows ever.
Uh-huh.
Because let's face it, JM
He takes the licking and keeps what was it? He takes the licking and keeps on ticking. He leaves, comes back, leaves, comes back, and then when he comes back in spectacular fashion.
And his website keeps popping up and down, up and down. So when he's back, his JM Truth website is up, but when he goes away, he turns it off again.
Yeah, and it's I checked it today and it is down. It's not.
Oh yes, it's definitely down.
I used it in the video I did today because he talks about his
Yeah.
JM Truth. And I put it up and went, and I did that sound from Price is Right. Dun 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 dun. As it zooms out.
Yeah, he came back about 6 months ago, trying to get back into flat Earth. And
When he had that science video, that really
we
bad
watched
lit
on the
one,
stream last
it looked like
week.
he was deformed or something. It was really weird.
It was so bad.
It was so
and
bizarre.
He got reamed in the comments, and as we saw last week, he deleted at least one comment that was mine.
Probably a couple others too.
Yeah, the audio was
And that
bad, the
probably
lighting was
triggered
bad,
him
and he's
so
a
much he left
filmmaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
According to him.
According to him. Yeah, according to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
man.
keep going.
Mathematics, I know how math works. Okay.
So 10 to the negative 17 or 10 to the negative 7, those are negative numbers, you're saying.
Is
What
negative in the
is
equation?
10 to the...
Again, he demonstrates he knows nothing about mathematics. 10 to the negative 17 is not an equation. This is an example of an equation.
Yeah.
See the difference? In mathematics, an equation is a statement that asserts the equality of two expressions. 10 to the negative 17 is not an equality of two expressions. Therefore, it's not an equation. But let's continue.
Please look it up. There's people in the YouTube chat telling you you're wrong, even flat earthers.
I don't give a crap what people in YouTube have to say.
Well,
I
you
really don't.
are wrong, though. Look at
Pause.
scientific notation.
I have looked up.
God, his
I have
voice.
to say that
Oh my God.
this is classic JM right here. JM will be fairly level-headed until someone challenges
Yeah.
how smart he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he goes off the deep end immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's an added thing here. First of all, he almost dropped an F-bomb. That's the first. Hence the subtitles, because I had to make sure people saw it, and his best pieces of knowledge are always when he's triggered, because
Yes.
Yeah.
he goes completely nuts, makes up stuff on the spot. So if he's not looking things up when he's actually making a video, can you imagine how it works when he's just making things off the cuff?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Just imagine in real life having to deal with this guy. Like, you're having a conversation and he just makes this crazy off the wall claim, and you're like, JM, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And then he just flies off the rails claiming that he's
Yep.
the only one between the two of you qualified to talk about that.
Yeah, I kind of dealt with someone like that when I was back in school, 65 million years ago. But yeah, I think we all had that kind of people. That guy that pretends to know stuff just to impress and then be the center of attention. It's
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's kind of. We had a private conversation the other day, you guys and I, and you were right about one thing. He deep down, I think he knows that he's lying, but he's so self-deluded. I think he made himself believe that he believes this
Yeah,
flat
yeah.
Earth thing.
He can't admit that he is.
Well, he's kind of hoisted on his own petard as well,
Mhm.
because he claimed, well, I say claimed, but yeah, he has a master's degree. Even though it's
Yes.
in pamphlet making, he has a
Pamphlet
master's
making, yeah. Well, see,
which makes exactly one flat earther that has a master's degree.
Well, see-
Therefore, he should be the cream of the crop of flat earthers. But he's not. He doesn't know anything about anything.
No.
All right, we got a
Hang
bunch
on.
of
Hang on. I've got to pull this gag.
Okay.
Bob Nodell has 15 degrees. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's right.
That's right. That's right.
And they all
Buck is
shift.
Still writing that joke from a year ago.
Yeah.
And many years to come.
Yep. Yep.
Well, see, the thing is, there's this thing in psychology with compulsive liars, where they'll actually start believing their own lies, and it's.
Mm-hmm.
I think JM falls in that category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Go ahead, Ryder.
No, I was just messing. I saw two people. I had to put my hands up
Yeah.
as well.
like as I'm finishing what I'm saying, everyone's hand came up. I
Well,
was like,
well, here's the point
"Whoa."
with JM. The video I put out yesterday. It was the director's cut of my nomination video for him.
Mhm.
In it, he says, I'm here to tell the truth. I don't like when people lie to other people, things like that. But yet he lies in that video more than once.
He lies when he opens his mouth.
Right.
Period.
When he said Nathan was almost a neurosurgeon, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
backpedaled and said, no, I said he had the intellect of almost a neurosurgeon.
And he's done
Yeah.
that so many times. He'll say
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and then 10 minutes later, someone brings it up, and he says, "No, I didn't say that. You can rewind this stream, and you'll see I didn't say it."
Right.
Boomo.
Sorry.
No, you go, Ryder. I'll go after you.
Okay, about the master's degree, his master's is not actually a master's degree.
No, it's not.
Just
It's
a
not.
12-month online course.
Uh-huh. They just call it a master's degree. It's not a.
It just has the word master's, but a master's as far as
It's literally a diploma.
it's
well.
just a diploma. It's nothing else. It's based on instructional design and technology.
I've
Yeah,
always
that's,
wanted to talk with JM and just ask him, okay, so in your Masters of Science, what science courses did you take?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
And
that
just
question,
because he didn't take any science courses in that program.
of course not.
The inner narcissist doesn't want you to go too far. They just say, I have a master's. They don't want you to look into it. That's the way the narcissists
Mm-hmm.
work. They always deflect away. But look, I'll draw it. Vishanti ripped out an absolute zinger, a banger in the chat. Equation, ... Equate. Nah, probably related to horses. I'll go to one extra. I'll go to an extra Vish. Related to horses are bovines. I think it's bovine excrement. Very good, Vish. Nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vishanti also said that he is an egotist, and yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
completely
is.
agree with
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Agree. There was something else I wanted to say about well, there's so much I wanted to say about JM.
There's hours and hours on your
so
channel
much.
of you saying things about
So much.
well, there's only about 43 videos on him, so it's
Yeah,
not
only
that bad.
43.
Only 43.
But
Some
who's
of them are
counting,
small.
right?
Yeah.
No one's counting exactly. I mean,
Yeah, nobody's coming.
Uh,
And Vishanti has it right. He took astrology.
I love that he doesn't know the difference between astrology and astronomy.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
about that question that you asked, that you would ask JM. That question has been made live. Well, not live, on a video, or was it live? With BM Furball. I think he asked him. He was trying to get it out of him. What in your, education you studied to assert that you are a scientist, because he claims he's a scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
he asked it a little too lightly like that, though. He didn't go for the jugular and say, what actual science courses did you take for this degree?
Because if he went for the jugular, JM would just rage quit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be nice and trying to keep him there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And trying to be as fair and as balanced as he can be.
A lot of softballs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
True.
did
I remember that.
have a few
Yeah.
good pokes, but yeah, he did give him a lot of softballs.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yes.
Scientific notation.
Sorry.
Clearly, you haven't. Like before, you're just claiming things without even checking them out.
I'm well aware of what scientific notation is.
Our survey said.
Pause.
Just pulled up a calculator 10 times.
I want to bring this up because there's a debate on FTFE's channel where JM says at least twice that he has a lot of scientific notation from NASA that admits the Earth is flat.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
The
God.
scientific notation is like scientists writing things down. And this was a debate a year after what we're watching right now happened, where people told him what scientific notation was.
Right.
And then a year later, he's still calling scientific notation what it is not.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about the person that thinks that the word assume means it's assumed to be a fact. This was asked to him about the word assume in those documents from NASA.
Yes.
Because flat earthers tend to forget that word when they present that as evidence. Let's assume a level plane or a non-moving plane, just to make calculations easier, so they don't have to account for the rotation of the Earth and the levels and what's not. And they very easly ignore the word assume. And then there was a video, and of course I have a video on it. There's a video. Of course I do. There's the video where JM says that I think he was talking to I can't remember who he was talking to. He says that it's assumed to be a fact. And that's just hilarious. But the way he twists things just to fit the narrative.
I believe that was the debate with, I think it was on FTFE's channel, but it was with Team Skeptic, whether or not NASA lies. I think that's
Oh,
the debate. I watched it earlier this week, and
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think that's the one it is. Booma, you
Is
wanted
it
to
the
say
one
something?
with what's his name? Godless Engineer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, Boomer wants to talk.
If they claim to be a scientist, they would understand a word that they have to factor into all equations is tolerance. And a good example is where they talk about air pressure. Now, a tire pressure on your tire gauge is 14 pounds. That is above atmospheric. Do they have to write on every single pressure thing above atmospheric for all those dickhead flat earthers? Like, we'll just know it's you put 32 pounds in your tire. It's actually 48 out in space because space is getting closer to a vacuum. It lacks the 14 psi or whatever it is, 14
Right.
pounds we have inherent. So they go on this little thing of the tolerances, like you've got to calculate this. Now, the interesting thing is when you're calculating a level road, it's only over 50-meter increments. You don't need to do it. When it's
No,
the
you
Golden
don't.
Gate Bridge, they do have sensors at the two top to let you know the bridge trestles are moving. The trestle, was it? Those two things have a GPS
The
sensor.
towers, yeah.
The towers at the top that tells you, and actually pick up there is a difference of, I think it's 15 millimeters from the top of the towers to the bottom or something, or whatever. They're not actually
Yeah.
perfectly perpendicular to each other.
They're not.
set
They're not.
back in
Yeah,
order to make it.
FTFE
They'll
uses
fall
the
in.
Verrazano Narrows suspension bridge, but every suspension bridge ever has been built like that.
Yeah.
The Golden Gate is actually kind of curves a little bit. It's not totally flat
well,
across.
that's how suspension bridges work.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one is
but still, the
the
towers have to be plumb, but
exactly.
they're
Are you ready?
always.
Are you ready for this? The one I love about this, because I've been getting into Greek architecture, the Greek pylons are actually fatter in the middle than they are on the outside, the top and bottom, in order to look straight when you're at a distance. They factor in the perspective of your eye to make them look dead straight. That's the ancient Greeks, man. Fuck, they were smart. Like that thing over the
And
touch fatter.
the Greeks, what's the building on top of the Acropolis? The Parthenon.
Yeah. Yep.
The columns of the Parthenon actually lean outward a little bit because even 2,200 years ago, whenever it was that the Parthenon was built, they knew that if they built them exactly straight up, the weight in the center would pull everything in.
Yeah.
So they built it leaning just a little bit out so that it would have that extra strength to hold the roof of the Parthenon up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
they got it right. They got it right because it's 2,000 years. You know you got it right when it lasts that long.
Yeah. Well, there is one thing that I have loved this ever since I found out about it. So there's this Roman bridge in Spain. I don't know exactly where it is, but one of the guys that built it carved a thing in it that said, "I have built something that will last forever." And I thought that was really prophetic. The cool thing is, this bridge that was built by the Romans 2,000 years ago is still in use today.
Yes, that's right.
So it literally has lasted forever so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still carrying traffic.
Can you imagine when all the lead pipes went crazy and Rome fell to bits, and people were coming in and seeing all these dead bodies everywhere, and yet the water was still running and all these things were still happening? You'd almost shit yourself. You'd have to leave. You'd think there's something wrong here. This is too good. It's paradise, yet everyone's dead. What the fuck? Like, whoa, you'd freak, wouldn't you? You'd let it run into ruins. But the water was still running. Like, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, those aqueducts. Yeah, it's amazing technology.
Bloody Romans, what have they ever done for us?
Well, exactly.
We look at, like, in Europe and mainland Europe, England, everywhere that the Roman Empire stretched. After the collapse of the Roman Empire, there were all these ruins that were fairly technologically advanced compared to what these people knew. And they found stuff like Roman glass, and they had never seen glass before. And so you kind of think, like, all of these fairy tales and stuff about magical beings, when they see this stuff that they don't know what it is, like they know, they see a glass and they know it's glass, but the material it's made of seems magical to them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then, so 2,500 years ago, the Greeks, the Romans, everything were so advanced, and we've made so many advances since then and learned so much more since then. And then we get JM Truth. And that is my segue to keep the video going.
Kind of destroys Darwinism, doesn't it?
170 negative.
The problem here is that 10 times negative 17 is not the same thing as 10 to the negative 17. You'd know that if you knew maths.
Just like scientific notation, right out the window. Here you go. It's negative 170.
Finally, something we agree on. The scientific notation is right out the window. You claim to know what it is, and immediately after, you show us that you don't.
So Tim, go to school, dude. Don't come here and argue with me. And I must have really set him off when I showed the 117 just now. Negative 117.
God.
Negative 170.
That must have
Oh,
triggered
God.
him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just want to say 10 to the negative 17 isn't 10 times negative 17. Just FYI.
Here we go with the Glow Muppets. All right, Red, do you want to tell us why we're wrong and then what it is, since you're so smart, Red?
Oh god.
Yeah, it's called scientific notation, Jam, and you really need to look into it because you're wrong.
Here's a lie.
Look it up, man. 10 to the negative 17 isn't the same as 10 times negative 17.
Let me make this clear because they both have.
Oh, I thought that was where he says, I have looked into scientific notation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am well aware of what scientific notation is. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
The
there it is.
actual negative 17 after the 10 is the placement of the decimal and the zeros behind that decimal. I understand how it works. Okay. When I say it's a negative number, what I'm referring to is the fact that it's on the right side of the decimal point.
That's not what a negative number is.
That's not what a negative number is, sweetie.
Oh my god.
No.
He's redefining maths.
He is.
He is.
This is him just adamantly refusing to admit that he was wrong about something.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
And trying
god.
everything he can to
Mhm.
not say that he's wrong.
Oh dear god.
Does this sound like someone who knows maths?
No, it
So
doesn't.
the number being
No,
on the right
it
side of the
doesn't.
decimal point makes it a negative number. Are you kidding me, JM? Have you even
Wait,
gone to
pause.
school
I
and
just saw
started
something.
to doubt it?
You know, a lot of fast food places have their 99-cent menu, and
Oh, yeah.
99 cents is to the right of the decimal place.
That means
So
it's
did
negative.
they pay me to eat off that menu? No, JM, they did not pay me
Yep.
to eat off their 99
Right.
cent menu.
Right.
That's not a negative number, JM.
Yeah, it's not.
I was
not.
just thinking that too.
Wait on. If you order 10 99-cent meals, they've got to give you nearly $10, $9.90.
They better throw in tax.
So if you have
That'd be a
something that's
joke.
like 1.5, is that a positive and a negative number?
Oh God, you got a point there. I was just thinking. I was
They
just
cancel
thinking
each
that.
other out.
Exactly.
There you go.
Just so that I can make that clear. Okay. From my perspective, that is a negative number.
So that we're clear, JM, a negative number is a negative number here, in the UK, in the US, in China, in Russia, in Pakistan, everywhere. It's not based on one's perspective. What are you
Everywhere
saying?
except James' perspective.
This is basically
Yeah.
the start of his backpedaling. Because
I wonder what he would think if we told if we said that say we need to start teaching Arabic numerals in school nowadays.
Oh,
Yes.
he'd be raving about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No, slippery slope there. Next thing, you're going to want people to learn Arabic lettering. and things
Yeah.
like that. Oh,
Yeah.
no, you can't go down that slippery slope. I mean, that's the path to edumacation, and we can't
Well,
do that.
JM thinks that he's some expert on the Jewish religion, and
Yeah.
maybe he'll find out that
God.
at some point Jews used Arabic numerals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he'll start saying we need to switch to Arabic numerals.
Oh, yeah.
And if you
Um,
don't know Hebrew, you cannot be a teacher. Is what he's
Yeah.
one of his little mantras now.
Yeah.
mantras, he's got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
It's an added mantra.
I'm just going
Later
to point
on,
out too, Global
he
Mum.
really
I've had a
gets
look at the screen there, and look, if
Sorry.
it's getting a bit dinosaur breathy over there, you're more than
Mhm.
welcome to come over to my little pink couch. I've got plenty of room over here, pretty
Oh,
little
okay.
platonically, of course. But if you're marinated quite enough, and I think that dinosaur's kind of looking a bit hungry. So if you do need to just jump out of there and let someone else get eaten, you're more than welcome over here.
I can see
Okay,
the
well.
look on Booma's
Oh,
face.
God.
I know what
His head's on
he's
fire now. I
inviting a
didn't notice.
female over
Hey,
there.
I'm hot. I can't help it. Beauty is such a
You are,
curse.
you are getting a little bit closer, riders. I'll have to move here eventually, I'm sure.
And I kind of knew. I didn't even want to click over to the stream after I said that about JM thinking he's an expert in the Jewish religion, because I knew
Oh,
exactly
there I go.
what
Yeah, much
Vishanti
better.
was about to
Much
say.
better.
And I clicked over and I see Vishanti.
Hey,
Rage.
Quinny, your head's going up like a Cheech and Chong reefer right now, buddy. You want to see yourself on the stream? Nice
Gotta be
work,
careful of
Jimmy.
the tentacles right now, though. So yeah, don't mind me.
Don't mind them. They're friendly.
They're friendly. Okay.
They're friendly tentacles.
They're tickly.
It's
All
called
right.
out by someone we know.
Because it's not a whole number.
Being a fraction, or as you say it, not a whole number, doesn't make it a negative number. You uneducated potato. What are you saying? And you claim to be a
Potato.
physicist? Come on. I wouldn't hire you to tie my shoes.
Is it a negative number technically? No, it's a fraction.
More backpedaling. So, is it a negative number? Is it a fraction? It was a negative number a second ago. It's no longer a negative number. It depends on the point of view. It depends on your perspective. What is this?
Okay? Just to explain, yes, I do understand how this works.
Clearly, you don't.
Oh, and apparently I don't know what scientific rotation is.
No, you don't. You just proven that.
Nope.
Or what a negative number is, and that's
Or
like,
what a negative number is.
dude. And what's funny is this is like the most important thing to the globe heads is that you figure out it's a negative number.
Well, whoop-de-doo, Mr. Nathan Thompson to the rescue. And yes, maths is important. Because it seems to be a big problem with flat earthers. They don't know how to do maths. And clearly, this so-called physicist doesn't know how to do maths either. Not even the basic ones. As in, what is a scientific notation, how to multiply negative numbers. So if you multiply two negative numbers, you should get a positive number, not a negative. And you're telling people to go back to school? Oh, please.
Yeah.
Please. I would say enroll in school because you've never been there.
Right.
Like not
Well, the thing is, I've explained to you, I understand technically by mathematical terms it's not a negative number. I'm calling it a negative number because we're multiplying it on the right side of the decimal point. As soon as I've explained that to you, your argument should be done. But no, they apparently want to keep going about this negative
Sorry.
Yes, because you've
Still
been
makes
caught
me
on a
laugh.
lie.
So he's saying you have to take my word for it, and if you don't, shut up or something
Yeah.
like that. Basically, is what he's saying.
He's saying again, I'm the only one qualified to talk about
Right.
the subject, so shut up.
So, just to review here, he first said, yes, it's a negative number. And then he
Mhm.
said it's 170. Then he said it was
Mhm.
117.
Yes.
Then he said it was a negative fraction.
Yeah.
And then he said, technically it's a positive number, but in his perspective, it's a negative number. because to the right of the decimal point.
Yep.
So
And now it's because
how
it's a
can you do
fraction.
all of these things.
He just
Somehow it is. Just somehow it is.
Oh, gee.
Look, guys, he has a degree in numberness, and you just can't cope with it. He is above and beyond this. That's it. We just have to believe him because
That's
his
right.
numberness thing. Yeah.
This is what you learn in a modified math degree.
Yep.
Modified math. So he's a modified
You know,
mathicist.
You know, I was thinking maybe he's
Mathetist.
homeschooled. Maybe he's
Mathicist.
homeschooled, but I've got a feeling he's outhouse schooled. You know those old-fashioned toilets
No,
we had out the back?
no. Unfortunately, I actually know the story behind it. He was in school, and one day the father spoke to him, aka God, but he calls him the father. Spoke to
Yes.
him and told him that would not be his future. So he
Yeah.
quit school.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
God.
I do have a bit of a back one as well, where apparently he ran home from school one day and said, Dad, I've got the biggest dick in 6th grade. And he said, yes, son, but you are 19.
Yes.
And you know we caught you on a lie, and you know that what you said is wrong. And now you're backpedaling. At the same time, if it was the other way around, you'd latch on to the whatever mistake we would do, like a dog with a bone, and never let go. So basically, we're just returning the favor.
Or get over yourselves, you know? What's really they're all trying to come in and educate me. I love it.
My, aren't you the
They
salty
can't
one?
educate you, JM.
Why are you pouting so much? Pout. This next clip
he
is
is
from
so
Team
good at
Skeptic
pouting.
arguing
He
with
is.
JM
Yeah.
He is.
on the negative 17 issue. Listen to JM saying initially that he made a mistake, that he backpedals, asks Nathan for his help, and then Team forces him to say that he was wrong. Enjoy.
Because I want to get through this point first.
I understand I made a mistake with the negative 170.
Okay, so
I concede that.
Okay, it's
In fact, you didn't listen because Nathan, did I not say last night? Technically, it's a positive number. Did I not say that?
Can you explain what technically is a positive means?
Yeah.
Because the numbers are either positive or they're not positive. So explain that, please.
Yeah, you were saying that's on the certain side of the decimal place.
I said technically it's a positive number.
Did
but
you pull out a calculator and say, first off, you said 10 to the negative 17 is a negative number, and then you go, let me show you, and you said, here's a calculator, 10 times negative 17 is negative 170.
Yes, I did.
Okay, but you said multiple times that 10, and even the
Okay, what is your point? I'm now telling you I made a mistake.
But that's the actual point, JM. You admitting that you were wrong. And why is it important? Because you know you were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say this. Vishanti got it right. I think JM figured out quantum superposition. Negative numbers equals fractions equals small positive numbers. And then I added equals negative 170.
170.
Actually, no. I've got to add in here. No, superposition is a position that wears its underwear on the outside, and a negative number is a number that's always going, oh no.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting here? I'm taking a first
Nathan,
grader.
nobody cares, Nathan. Nobody cares.
Yes.
She left him. She found a better man.
Oh, just for
unwilling
Vishanti?
to admit it.
The uneducated potato, I actually made a T-shirt with it.
Oh no!
As opposed to the educated potato, which is a very good potato.
And this is your pattern. You lie. You know you're lying. You get caught. You get called on. You pout like a child. And sometimes, someone forces you to admit that you were wrong, so you can end the argument there.
Yeah.
That's a child's behavior, JM. You're not a child. At least physically, you're not a child anymore.
Citation, please.
You're not honest enough to admit when you were wrong. You had to be forced to say you were wrong. I was reluctant in the past, calling you intellectually dishonest. I'm no longer reluctant. The audio from Nathan's show shows that you knew you were saying something wrong. And you ran with it. And then you backpedaled just a little bit. But instead of backpedaling into safe ground, you backpedaled into quicksand. What was the quicksand? That a negative number for you is a number on the right side of the decimal point.
Yeah.
That doesn't even exist. My friends, subscribers, viewers of this video, do you believe this person is honest when they say they believe on what they say and that the earth is flat and he's a physicist? Or does he know that he's a Poe? I'll leave that conclusion to you. Let me now introduce a new segment in this video, which is what are people saying about GM Truth? Before we begin, I'd like to give out a massive shout out.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
He turned on us, and he's now best buddy with JM.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Santos had something to say real quick.
He was the person who set up JM the biggest trap, made him look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And I have something in my possession that Negative's exponents gave me about JM and wanted me to release out, which I didn't because it was too personal.
Okay.
I made a decision not to because one thing it's attacking the ideas, the other thing it's attacking the person or their past. So I left. It was just too much.
Yeah, look, that's actually a really good choice too, because there are a lot of personal attacks, and I really commend you on that one. But look, in a sense, what I've sort of worked out, the common underpinning thing is most of our little flat earth friends, I use that term loosely, tend to be a pole slash a troll slash Poe, which has a common sense approach. Now, JM, I feel more fits into the slightly delusional and also attention seeking, more so than a Poe slash troll, because they are a calculated type. I don't think JM, he has a certain naivety about him where he thinks he can bluff his way through. He is the Dunning-Kruger. You know, this is why we want him as top right, top left, because he really is up there on Mount Stupid.
And Santos has something to say real quick.
If you think after watching this that the earth is flat, then you're a degenerate.
Thank you, Santos. Thank you very much, Santos.
When I was a young boy, I grew up on the farm. I'm a country boy. And I used to fuck the cows and the pigs. I used to fuck the pigs and the cows.
Whoa, Santos, whoa,
and look into their eyes.
Santos, TMI.
TMI, Santos, way too much there. Damn, dude.
Let that man go, and he'll tell you everything about him.
So, Zumi, I just realized that the videos that I had pulled up for
I'm masturbating.
I did not drop in the green room.
Oh, God.
So I just dropped a video in the green room for us to watch.
Okay.
In an interview where Santo was asked after that event what happened to that cow and him relationship, and apparently the cow left him. She found better elsewhere on the greener pastures.
Yes.
She moved on.
She moved on.
Moved on.
That's
All right.
I had to.
I figure we need to get into some of JM's super correct and not at all wrong science lessons.
God. Not this. Oh, God.
So
Is this the one from last
Physics
summer?
100. This is JM's description of physics.
Okay.
And comments have been turned off.
Because of me.
Comments have been turned off.
He was so pissed off at me, he was just turning it off.
He's like, fuck it. No more comments.
Love it.
The
truth. No, it's not.
Can set.
he didn't make this.
You free. No, because he can't make computer-generated images.
This is what he
at
makes.
all. Yeah.
This is the quality of his work. The previous one was on Fiverr, if you know the website.
Okay.
Oh God.
Because I found the guy that does it.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
The music he picks to is so...
Hello, my friends. My name is Joshua Michael, and I'd like to welcome you to jmtruth.com. Welcome to my science series.
Table 6, your chicken parmigiana is ready.
Introduction to Science. What is science?
I had to.
Okay. For my science series, each class will be...
I cannot stop laughing because he ripped off the Lionsgate animation.
Yeah, that's all it is.
that's right. He did, didn't he?
As soon as I saw those gears, I was like, oh, that's Lionsgate.
Yep.
Yep.
So we went through this last week. Vishanti, why don't you take us through what's wrong with this?
There are way too many things that are wrong. But
Well, just this one paused screen.
Okay, let's talk about someone who's not wearing a science lab coat.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a chef's coat.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, let's talk about the absolutely abysmal lighting.
Yes.
Everything is yellow, like an old
Yep.
brushed tooth.
Yep.
I wonder
There's
if
a
he's using
reflection
a sepia
of the-
filter on this.
There's a reflection in his eye lenses, like his eyeglass lenses.
You can see him on the
of
edge,
the
on
very
the edges.
poor lighting he did bother to set up.
Mm-hmm.
The only positive thing about this screenshot is the fact that his doo-doo ass dreads aren't brushing the lapel mic like they were in the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, your eyes aren't even drawn to him. Your eyes are drawn to the damn map.
The damn, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even a flat map, by the way.
Does he even know about the? Does he
It's
know even go?
projection.
Does he even know about the
Mhm.
golden ratio in film production?
Of course not. Why would he?
He
Also,
doesn't know
can I-
anything about film production.
I'm really good at going off topic, Ryder. I'm gonna just say this, 'cause Glober Mom knows. I was getting ready to throw money at you because you said you made the uneducated potato into a t-shirt, and it is not in your Teespring store.
It is, but it's archived. I was trying to relaunch it.
Okay.
But
I was literally gonna buy it right now.
but Teespring doesn't let me relaunch it for whatever reason.
Oh.
Oh,
Can you
Teespring
just
sucks.
Can you just make a new one?
Yeah, I can, but I the old one was good already.
Yeah, I get
I mean,
that.
just use the same
Teespring, let me get people
design.
money.
Just make it a new product.
Oh, I just got an error saying you have sent too many requests to our servers.
Good old Teespring.
Yep.
Actually, doesn't it just go by spring now?
Please wait and try again
Didn't they give up
later.
the T part?
Actually, no.
It's still
Night Mode isn't
Teespring. I
on.
mean,
No, Night
Okay.
Mode isn't on. That is actually his how he's recorded it. So I was worried that my Night Mode was on, but I looked at I'm like, no,
Oh,
it's not
no.
yellow.
No,
That's
no.
his. That's his recording. I've seen these before.
Oh, gosh.
no, they're really that bad.
Mhm, They're terrible.
Yeah. No, I was
And in
hoping.
last week's video, when he actually did have better quote, very strong quotes there, better lighting, it was one camera angle that had the lighting set for it, and then the very other angle, like maybe 20-ish degrees to the left, it was so bright that it
Mhm.
just washed everything out. It was
Yeah.
just way too hot.
Wait, do you think this
Yep.
is the? Do you think this is the camera that he stole? you remember that?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
this was right
Yeah.
before Brainy Beaver stole all of his gear.
That's right. Yeah.
This is one of the Brainy
That was a
Beaver's cameras
classic.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the 100 series is old. So
Yeah, it
this
is.
this
Okay,
this
yeah.
is really old.
Yeah.
Way past the older, way older than all that issue with what was the name?
Shelley Lewis.
Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shelley
Shelley.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Shelley.
this was upload date March 12th, 2019.
Okay,
This was around the time I was just starting to watch videos in the whole flat earth debunking
Yeah, me too.
stuff.
I started around 2018, so yeah, like near the end of 2018. So yeah, that's about right.
Well, I've been here since before the beginning because I'm a trio of ancient and immortal match gods.
That's
so
right.
Time has no meaning to me.
Okay. Well, let's see what kind of stupid we can get into here.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Be labeled with a course of study like physics, and then follow with a numeric number for the number of that course.
Pause.
So physics.
God damn, that was quick.
Physics doesn't have anything to do with scientists and the
doesn't.
scientific method.
No,
No, it doesn't.
If you're going to call a course physics, you should probably talk about physics.
Yeah. Sorry, I played my sound over you.
It doesn't even matter.
No, it
it's
doesn't.
just wrong. I'll just say that. It's just
But
wrong.
what's funny is he's got physics 100 up there, and this is physics 101.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his dyslexia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinks that zero's a skinny one, or that one's a skinny zero.
One's just a skinny zero. That's all it is.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
This is going to end up being just like the Science 100 series video we watched last week,
Oh,
where it's
God.
going to take like an hour and a half to get through a 10-minute video.
Well, it already took us an hour to get through Broderick Dinosaurs video, so like literally.
Hope you guys don't have anything else to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is
All
like
right.
this is like NFL football. You look, 9 minutes to go. It'll be over in 9 minutes. No, that's about 1.5 hours before you go.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is why it's so hard to make like a 10-minute produced video, because there's just so much dirt to go through that you end up spending 3 hours on something that was 5 minutes long.
Right,
Yes.
right.
That's how we do it here at NASA
Yeah,
Bunker
That's
33.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's inflation.
All right.
This is Physics 100,
Expanding as
Introduction to
confirmed.
Science. And then obviously the label
Oh,
will follow
and then
that.
he said it's
and
Physics
after that
100.
might be another
Yeah.
subtitle depending
though
on
101
if
is in
I've
between.
classified it as a subtitle video or not. Then some classes will be labeled Physics 105A, Gas Pressure Lab. Okay, so now we all understand how I'll be
I know
labeling
exactly
the video
what he'll
series.
say in that
Excellent,
video.
let's move on. For many years I've loved science. I thought I understood science.
Sure you did.
I have a clipboard.
What you just said
Yeah.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
Can I say something too? He's a graphic designer. Did you notice?
No, he's not.
Okay. Did you
He claims to be.
claims to that?
Yeah.
When he had the text come up, he had a big black box covering the entire left side of the screen.
Yeah.
So when he moved his hands, it went behind the box.
Because he probably made this in Windows Movie Maker, and that's how it does it.
Oh my god.
He probably doesn't
No.
have video editing software. He probably uses.
He actually does. He uses Adobe.
Oh, good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well,
Oh, God.
How do I know?
I have made a video before in Windows Movie Maker, and that's what it did when I put text on the screen.
Even
Yeah.
that dinosaur you're writing doesn't use Adobe anymore. My God, he's
I remember
predated.
starting out using the
Great.
Windows Movie Maker, and I shifted to something else.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot. And it's like, seriously, you know.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
All right, JM, give it to us.
and don't ask me how I know this, because don't ask me.
Because
Okay,
you're a
don't ask
JM modified expert.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought I understood the solar system, the galaxy, the universe, the planet, all of it. Boy, was I wrong. I served in the army as a combat
That
medic.
actually made me jump backwards. I actually tried to get away from my monitor when that happened.
You guys, we have to cut that. I demand, politely request that somebody take just the clip of that epic little zoom in.
We clipped
and
that
he goes,
for sure.
"Boy,
Yes.
I'm wrong," and please send that to me because I need to use it for many things.
Yes,
Oh
we
my
need that.
God.
Good call.
I'll clip that after
I'm
the
putting
stream.
that on my list of things to clip, and
I'll clip
I
it
will
after the stream.
make a note to send that to you, Vish.
I'll clip it after the stream. Don't worry.
Oh,
Just remind me.
Excellent.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
Interested in human anatomy, biology, and even pharmacology, having taken many of those classes. Now I am relearning and retesting everything that I thought that I knew.
Did he say that he took pharmacology
Pharmacology.
classes?
Pharmacology.
Yes.
He took pharmacology. I honestly cannot wrap my brain around that statement.
I know.
Excuse me. The fuck did you just say?
Not your brain. The statement.
I know. I know.
J.M. Truth. Joshua Michael Deus, whatever, Gennari.
Yeah.
Took a pharmacology course. Did he pass it?
No. Listen to. Can you play it again? Listen to his words.
Oh, okay.
The key, the solution is in his words.
Okay.
Served in the army as a combat medic and thought that I understood human anatomy, biology, and even pharmacology, having taken many of those classes.
He did say haven't taken many of those classes. Yeah.
Okay, so when he was a medic. Okay.
He took many of those classes.
Many of those classes.
He didn't say I graduated.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say graduated. He just said
In the army, you'd have to take some sort of pharmacological class.
But yeah, it's only because you're sitting there, trying to get people to not bleed out before they can get to proper like triage and stuff. Two, you're not injecting them with a lethal overdose of, say, morphine or another, chemical. You're not dispensing antidepressants to them as a field medic, JM.
Right.
Why would you take multiple things related to pharmacology?
Yeah, this isn't he's not becoming a pharmacist. He's learning how to keep someone from dying long enough to get them to someone who knows how to fix them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, if someone has a headache, then he can give them some headache pills.
Yeah.
And see, that was the thing. I want to clarify. I'm not saying that pharmacology isn't useful to being a combat medic. I'm saying in JM's case,
it's not the same thing as an actual
it's not the same thing as an actual pharmacologist who would work at a pharmacy and dispense medication.
Yeah.
You're kind of taking this way too far.
Yeah. We're overanalyzing.
No, you're not, because JM says he actually taught people how to be medics.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
JM's also teaching people physics right now, apparently.
But it's only in the 100 series, and that's the JM truth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I've got to point out, X Penguin actually said that he said Took never mentioned past really early in the stream because YouTube's about 20 seconds behind or whatever.
Oh yes,
so
yes.
Penguin, you get a winner chicken dinner cooked by
That's
JM
right.
in his chef. So well done, mate. Good luck with that.
Yep. Okay, let's see how long we can go before he says something else insanely stupid.
There, I fixed
3
it.
seconds.
I just fixed it. I fixed it.
Now I am relearning and retesting everything that I thought that I knew. I've come to realize sometimes you must unlearn what you've learned in order to find truth.
You'll see it in about 30
sometimes what we've
seconds.
learned may not exactly be correct. So let's start with a question, shall we? For example, what is science? Science is the knowledge and study of the natural world based on facts learned through experiment and observation.
All right, pause.
A particular area of scientific study.
I hate to pause so often, but I do have to bring this up because right before our stream, MC Toon was debating some random flurf from the retard Discord, and this is the number one flurf tactic. Instead of actually talking about what it is, you just bring up the dictionary definition.
Right.
Yep.
This is what they were doing. They just wanted to argue, well, what definition of that word are you using? And then they tried to give the wrong definition of that word.
Yeah.
And that's all he's doing, because this is the extent of his knowledge, is what the dictionary says.
I would play the rest just for a moment, and then we'll compare what he says against the
yes,
the
please.
definition.
Yes, because I don't think they're the same.
1 second. I'll go ahead and cue that up really quick.
And Ryder, I got your link, and I really wish that there were more colors in like the women's classic tee.
Okay.
Because that
Give me a second.
that soft heather gray, that looks so good.
Clothing on demand.
Look at him dancing for my money.
There we go. Okay, I've got it queued up.
All right.
Study, such as biology, physics, chemistry, a particular branch of science. Now that's from the Merriam-Webster.com. Science is also determined by the subject being tested through what's known as the scientific method.
Well, at least he's learned how to make cuts now, because that was a nice cut he did just then, instead of sitting there for like 5 seconds thinking of what to say.
God, it wasn't a jarring cut. He didn't really move his body too much on that one, so kudos to him for that.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's look at what the actual scientific definition of the word science is. Quiddies, can you read the screen?
Science is the pursuit and application of knowledge and understanding of the natural and social world, following a systematic methodology based on evidence.
What was that last word again?
Evidence.
Exactly.
JM literally does not know what evidence is.
No, that's an old Latin word, Quiddies. It's evidence.
It wasn't in the Bible. It probably hasn't been in common use in the last 20 years.
True.
Or was no one ever used it before 20 years ago? So therefore, we can just hand wave it away.
Let's see,
until someone that's in this call points out a textbook from like 200 years ago that word is in. That's your cue, Ryder.
Oh, sorry.
He doesn't play pool.
What was it? It was centripetal, I think.
Centripetal?
Yeah, centripetal force. When JM said that's not a word they used 50 years ago. It's only been in use for like the last 20 years.
Yes,
and then Ryder pulls up some definition from 200 years ago.
I didn't pull up some definition. I pulled the first time that definition was used by Newton. So Newton came up with it. I found a screen, not a screenshot. It's a digital copy of the handwritten manual before Principia Mathematica, which was the book he released where he first used that word. So I found it in archives of university in London, a copy of it, and it's on one of my videos. Of course it is.
Let's
very
cool.
Let's continue this. Scientific methodology includes the following: objective observation, measurement of data, possibly, although necessarily using mathematics as a tool. Yeah, using mathematics.
Well, it says not necessarily. That means that
mathematics. Oh, okay.
That means that math is not the real world.
Oh, okay. It says although not necessarily. However, that doesn't mean it said possibly, although. That means you can use mathematics as a tool.
There's another word again. It's evidence.
Evidence.
That's the modern Italian ecclesiastical version, but evidente. That would be the traditional Latin.
Yeah, but what is it in ancient Hebrew?
Oh my God!
Because
probably-
JM will
it's probably
only accept
Satan.
words that are in ancient Hebrew.
It's probably Satan.
had?
It's probably Satan.
Yes.
It's probably Satan in ancient Hebrew, Lucifer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that. JM thinks that ancient Hebrew was the first language humans ever spoke.
Oh God,
That's pretty common for a lot of
Idiots.
Hebrew Christians, which is what he is basically.
Right.
He's not Jewish, but
No, he's not.
a lot of them think that Hebrew was the first language and that all the other ones came from it. And then there's people who also believe that about Arabic, to the point that they think that Hebrew came from Arabic, which is pretty damn funny.
The actual word translates into modern day as not bullshittier. Okay, not bullshittier. Keep it that way. It's universal.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
All right.
Science must have what we scientists call an independent variable that can be tested. It is also vital that we...
Did he just say we scientists?
Yeah.
Yes, he said we
You're not a
scientists
scientist.
call an independent variable.
He's not a scientist.
Because in flat Earth, if there's not an independent variable, then you're not science. You're not a science.
on this planet anymore.
Yeah, I agree, Farnsworth.
Exactly.
I agree, Farnsworth. I don't want to live on this planet anymore either.
Yeah, sometimes it feels just like, get on a rocket and just leave this planet.
Yeah.
Honestly, whenever one of those clickbaity science articles comes out that says, ESA discovers, near Earth asteroid to pass by October 15th, every time I think, do it, coward.
Well, if Sector 1014 hadn't been
yeah, that's true.
It's Sector 1014.
Have you seen the Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Well, there's one of
great.
those clickbaity titles that I saw just on my Google homepage on my phone the other day, saying that science now believes that Earth's core is some super fluid or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's a great clickbait headline. I'm not even going to click on it because I doubt very seriously that science says anything like that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that they don't realize is science changes with new discoveries.
No, really?
With new independent variables.
What?
Not new discoveries.
Are you
new
sure?
independent
Take that
variables.
back.
Are you sure that science... What?
How dare you?
How dare
you say that? How dare you say that? Science never changes.
Well, like I've always said, in science, we stand on the shoulders of giants. In flat Earth, they drool on the shoulders of midgets.
Boomer, go ahead.
Just the thing, though, guys. If we were to discover there was a meteor on the way, like the one that wiped out Dinosaurs Mount there, or Rider of Dinosaurs Mount, would they actually advertise it and say, hey, guys, we're kind of fucked in 6 months? I dare say the ensuing crowd catastrophe, anarchy, and disasters, they probably really have an obligation to protect us from ourselves and not mention it. It's what would happen. People would just go fucking crazy. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Izumi, you're in next.
Yeah, if Sornak not too hadn't chosen me to be a Yellow Lantern, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably still be in Sector 1014, so fuck Sector 2814. That's bullshit. You got flat earthers here.
I don't want to live in this sector anymore.
I don't want to go in this sector anymore, but Sector 1014 is gone, so I don't have a choice.
So you have to put up with JM instead.
So I have to put up with people like JM instead. Yeah. God damn it. Anyway, let's continue.
Provide empirical data.
Bullshit.
What matters is not what we believe or think, people. What matters is what we can prove. So what is empirical data or empirical data collection? It's a way of gaining knowledge by means of direct and indirect observation or experience. Empiricism values such research more than other kinds. Empirical evidence the record of one's direct observations and experiences, can be analyzed quantitatively and qualitatively. So I'm going to go through the so-called sciences. And then
I wonder how many takes it took for him to get those words correct.
Oh, many.
It's too many. And he doesn't even get them right to begin with. Empirical data is basically just... I can't even... my mind's turning to mush because of JM right now.
Well, an interesting thing, though, is Carl Sagan, Hail Sagan, as we all do, pointed out science is the art of minimizing doubt. Therefore, by that statement, empirical is kind of at a paradox. It ends to it, because empirical means totally defined, no room for movement, doesn't it? And that just doesn't happen. We always have flexibility, I think.
Let's actually see what the definition of empirical is.
Good call. I think it means absolute proof, doesn't it? Or loosely?
Empirical. Based
Or
on
Darth Vader.
Verifiable by observation or experience, rather than theory or pure logic. So, in other words, the exact
Not
opposite.
flat Earth?
Yes, the opposite of flat Earth.
The opposite of flat Earth.
Just one little thing. Theory here is not the scientific theory.
No,
it's the colloquial theory.
Yeah.
You know?
Good on you, brother. I was
The
gonna
one
say
that
too.
flat earthers think means scientific theory.
Yeah.
It's a Von Bale
I just
word.
want to remind everyone that this is physics according to JM.
Yeah.
Yeah, when is he actually getting into physics and not just defining terms?
He says he's a scientist and a physicist because he performs experiments.
What experiments has he performed?
Yeah, that's good. Good question.
He stood there and stared at a car while it drove away.
Yeah, I was
for
about
35 miles.
I was about to say that's about the only thing I remember him doing was that car thing. That was bullshit. Stupid.
He can't think. He can't think straight. He can't even keep his glasses straight.
Yeah, yeah. His glasses are never on straight. Like,
nope.
He can't keep his butcher's smock on straight.
And he keeps on wearing a goddamn butcher's smock instead of a. Thinking it's a lab coat. No, sweet. It's a butcher smock.
He's got a clipboard, so he knows which stuff. When you got a clipboard, man, that means I know it.
I keep waiting for him to rip pages off of it and throw them on the floor of his room.
He actually did that, but he was on a field.
Yeah, he was.
I know. That's why I'm like, well, why doesn't he do it in his house? He littered a field. Why can't he litter his own house?
Yeah.
That video, when I covered that video of him out standing in his field, I pointed out that, hey, you're littering. Pick it up.
You're littering. Pick it up. Yeah. I mean, at least paper is biodegradable.
Right.
So...
True.
Well, at least it's not too damaging to the ecosystem, but still, that's still
littering. Sorry.
It's still made of trees that you can recycle and use again instead of throwing it away.
Hang on, the methane output from the bullshit is more than his fair share, so no, he is actually ecologically unsound.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
My Physics 102 class, Science versus Pseudoscience, I will address nonfiction versus science fiction. Okay, so let's look at the so-called sciences
That's not
and define
physics
them, shall
either,
we?
JM.
What?
First, we have physics. The
my
science that
God.
deals with matter, energy, motion, and force. Then we have chemistry. The science that deals with the composition and properties
That
of
was his
substances
entire lecture on physics,
various-
was just showing the definition of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
That's all he does is show definitions.
Forms
apparently.
of, no space.
Oh, God.
In between.
Mm-hmm.
Elementary forms of matter. Chemical properties.
Elementary.
Elementary.
Forms of, it's not forms of, it's forms of.
Forms of matter.
Properties, reactions, phenomenon. Next, we have
No
biochemistry.
space after etc.
The branch of science
either.
concerned.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
with the
Abnormal
chemical and
brain
physiochemical
biochemistry.
Abnormal brain biochemistry.
What
The last sentence.
Yeah, he
Oh.
copy and pasted these from somewhere.
JM's
copy
describing
pasted.
himself. Abnormal brain biochemistry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect description of JN Truth.
Writer.
Normal.
Needs a brain, so fundamentally flawed equity. Sorry, he doesn't have brain chemistry.
Sorry,
Well,
Vishanti.
that would be abnormal brain
couldn't hear you.
biochemistry if he didn't have a brain.
Oh, got me.
Sad
Nice.
that I was gonna put this shirt in my cart, and I went to add it to my little shopping cart, and it doesn't add it to my cart.
Why not?
I don't know.
I've got to bring it up. There's an opportunity, guys. I have a segue. We discovered when we were doing Amazon that in Germanic languages, a shopping trolley is called a wiggle wagon. And we just loved it. Cheesy saw it, and so it's your wiggle wagon now. You're going to throw it in your wiggle wagon, Vish. Yeah,
That sounds too Australian for me. I'm not Australian
it's
enough.
Dutch. It's Dutch.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a wiggle
Dutch.
wagon, mate.
Dutch shopping cart is wiggle wagon.
Wiggle wagon.
That sounds sexual.
Yeah, it does. It does actually.
We'll throw it in your wiggle wagon.
I'll wiggle my wagon.
Oh, Globe. Hey, the invite's still available. You can come over and sit on this lush couch. So I've got this. Diver's mask. You know, a skin diving mask with one eye on it. It's kind of. You can just put that on. I'd be really happy. That's a Leela reference in case I'm getting obscure. Okay.
All right, enough horny old man. Let's get back to JM.
Yeah.
That occur
Gotta have
within
enough.
living organisms. Biochemical processes, abnormal brain biochemistry, for example. Then we have biology, the science of life or living matter in all its forms and phenomenon, especially with reference to origin.
I just want to point out, JM isn't actually adding anything.
He's not. He's just reading
to
definitions.
this. He's just reading definitions. That's all he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's absolutely no need for this.
Also,
why are you surprised? Is my question.
Surprised?
No, I'm not surprised.
Why?
I never
Well,
said I
you
was
are.
surprised.
This also entertains me just on kind of a niche standpoint, because he insisted on using his own pronunciation spelling when everyone who teaches language and linguistics and dialect and things like that, they use the IPA, like the International Phonetic Alphabet, which I know for 100% he cannot read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he couldn't make sense of the IPA, so instead of copy pasting that, he replaced it with his own shitty pronunciation guide. Which wasn't consistent in any way.
The Bahiology?
G is J-E-E.
Bahiology.
Instead of
'Cause the
G-E-E.
AH is meant to be a short sound. Ba-ye. I'm like, bro, no, stop.
No.
Bahiology. That's how you spell. Okay, so now I'm going to pronounce it Bahiology from now on.
Google gives you the translation if you want it. You can actually ask Google to tell you how to say it correctly too. But hey, that's beyond him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway.
Growth, reproduction, structure, and behavior. 3. The living organisms of a region. 4. The biological phenomenon characteristic of an organism or a group of organisms. Next, we have paleontology, the science of the forms of life existing in former geological periods as represented by their fossils. A treatise on paleontology. Next, we have anthropology.
So he just basically copy-pasted Merriam-Webster and
pretty much, and
spoke it
just
out
reading
loud.
and thinks I'm teaching because I'm reading it out loud.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
This is just telling someone, go Google it yourself. Just Google it yourself. That's all you got to do. Google it yourself.
The science that deals with organisms, physical and cultural development, biological characteristics, and social customs and beliefs of humankind. The study of human beings' similarity to and divergence from other animals. The science of humans and their works.
Did he say
Next,
divergence?
we have an interesting.
The
think so.
virgins. The virgins. I've got it. Okay. I've got.
I understood the virgins.
No, he said divergence.
Divergence.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah, I think so. You want to go back and
You hear what you want to
biological
hear.
characteristics and social customs and beliefs of humankind. The study of human
One thing that
beings'
gets me is
similarity.
he puts these in the pseudoscience category in
Yeah.
his little PowerPoint things.
Yeah,
So why
yeah.
is he defining them in his quote unquote science series?
Yeah. Let's see how he pronounces divergence real quick.
Beings' similarity to and divergence from other animals. The science
Divergence.
And
Divergence.
Can I
Divergence.
point out he's got the Ride of Valkyries and underlying all this for music?
Yeah, the Ride of Valkyries. Yeah.
Valkyries, I can hear it. It's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
That's
Actually,
what that is.
I actually
That's what
love
you-
that.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite songs, actually.
Music.
It's actually one of my favorite songs, but him playing it kind of sours
Kill
it
the
for me.
rabbit, kill the rabbit.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
No.
Doing so well.
I love
know-
the barbershop quartet of that too. Oh god, that was so good. Sorry.
You know what would be a better backup track to this though, don't you? Wah 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 wah.
Yes.
Anyway.
science of humans and their works. Next, we have an interesting one. This is theoretical physics,
Virile.
non-experimental.
Virile.
No.
Virile. Virile physics.
And no experimental. Okay, I love it.
If you notice, he doesn't have it phonetically spelled out underneath there for
Yeah,
this.
he doesn't.
Maybe that's why he didn't get it the first time.
I want to see something. I want to see something really quick, since we're doing the whole Google thing. Theoretical physics. He says there's no.
He said there was no definition. He couldn't find definition, right?
We didn't look.
That's
But that's
put down
what
we did.
looks like it, no,
When it's right
No.
there.
Theoretical
It's right there.
physics is a branch of physics that employs mathematical models and abstractions of physical objects and systems to rationalize, explain, and predict natural phenomena. This is in
Phenomena.
contrast to these phenomena. Yeah, there's JM. If you're taking notes, here's the definition to theoretical physics right here. It's right here.
I wonder if JM is
Google.
going to watch these streams.
No,
I
Actually,
can just
won't.
imagine
It's
JM
called
watching
Google.
our stream from last week
I'm
and
slapping his ass.
seeing that we're doing him again this week. And he comes on, and then as soon as I introduce Rider of Dinosaurs, he crosses his arms and does his pouty face. And he's sitting there watching us with his arms crossed, pouting right now,
Nathan Thompson
and
is
texting
doing it.
Nathan
Rage.
Thompson.
Yeah.
I
Call me
doubt
in
it.
an hour. So I can have
I-
it to get up this goddamn thing.
I doubt he sees the videos.
No,
I know
he doesn't, because as soon as he realizes, like 2 minutes in, that we're making fun of him, he rage quits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's in stark contrast to Nathan Thompson, who, if he sees his name anywhere, he automatically goes to that stream.
Uh-huh.
And then
Oh,
trolls
yeah.
and then trolls the entire time.
That's Nathan just being so narcissistic. Of course,
Yeah.
he hasn't been as reliable about that lately.
No.
I guess he's been too busy living in a tent.
Well, he's not living
And
in that
accosting
camper anymore.
kids.
Yeah, and accosting kids.
And accosting kids, yeah.
And stealing
them
from
to-
Austin Whitsitt.
Paying him $5 so he can tell him about the flat Earth and put it on video, but with his parents' permission.
Was it? Is it Sleeping Warrior who goes on TikTok pretending he's a kid?
Yes.
He's a kid, and
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
just
He does that.
Mm-hmm.
despicable.
No, it's predatory.
That's predatory. Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yes, that's predatory.
Yeah.
Anyway, JM tonight. Not
Yeah.
Sleeping Warrior, not
Yes.
Nathan Thompson, not Nathan Oakley,
Yes,
not
and-
Austin
yes,
Whitsitt,
and-
etc.
Okay, Zimmy.
No definition. Next, we have archaeology, the scientific study of historic, and prehistoric people and their cultures by analysis of their artifacts, inscriptions, monuments, and other such remains, especially those that have been excavated. Rare
Oh my
ancient
God, you guys,
history. The
look at how
study-
many times he's cutting between himself, like pronouncing this
I noticed
sentences.
that.
Look how many cuts there are.
It's like it's a stark
Bless his
contrast.
heart.
It's a stark contrast to the last time where he didn't cut a single goddamn thing, and now he's like cutting everything. It's like,
Oh my God! Oh God! How did his editing get worse?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, it's not so much his editing, it's just that he can't pronounce these words on the first try.
Yeah,
No.
he has to wait till like the 6th or 7th.
Just reading it through and a few times to make sure he's got them pronounced right. He's just probably throwing it up there and going for it, you know?
Yeah, this is probably the second time he's read it. He read it when he pulled up the definition,
Yeah.
and then
Before
he puts
you
it
go
here.
any
He
further.
doesn't read through it to make sure he knows all the words.
I would just like to say before you do say anything else, MC Toon stream must have ended because we're seeing
Yes,
NANA
we're getting
and Facty,
incoming.
and Crew, and Mark Fort and Charlie Welch. Okay, hello everyone. Also, we're not just watching videos of talking about JM and Writer of Dinosaurs, the ultimate slayer of JM Truth. We actually have Writer of Dinosaurs on the stream.
Yes. Ta-da. And NANA has a good comment. Oh shit, I'm not high enough for JM.
I am.
No one's ever high enough for JM, but I'm giving
Well-
it a damn good crack.
Well, when we finish this, we're going into derp roulette. So
Oh,
that's
love
a good
it.
chance to get high right there.
I mean, I'm already high, so.
There, I fixed the title.
All right, what's it this
I mean,
time?
I have to refresh
A
it.
month
Look.
ago, the biggest team is what now? What special guest writer of Dinosaurs and Clover?
Yeah, I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough space to put actually Writer of Dinosaurs because that's the full 100 characters right there. But yeah.
Oh yeah, they only give you so many characters. Yeah.
Just erase everything and say JM Truth
Got
with
it.
Rider of
Yeah.
Dinosaurs. That's all you really need in the title. All right, let's get through this video.
Of antiquity. Then we have geology, the science that deals with the dynamics of physical history of the Earth, the rocks of which it is composed, and the physical, chemical, and biological changes that the Earth has
You okay,
undergone
Vishanti?
or is undergoing. The geologic features and processes occurring in a given region on the Earth
We've
or
got
in
a
a
coat like
celestial
James,
body.
but it's a backwards one for you, okay?
Then
The
there's
long arm.
evolutionary biology, the branch
Listen,
of biology
any-
that deals with the processes of
Any
change.
JM Truth clip is insanely hilarious when you add that soundtrack. So
Yes, exactly. I agree.
And I just want to remind everyone, especially since we have newcomers in chat, that this is physics by JM.
Yeah, this is
reading definitions of different types of science is physics according to JM.
Yeah.
and that's the JM Truth.
And that's the JM Truth.
It's a form of retro learning insofar as what he's doing is unlearning it for us. Still on stream, or are we not? Can we talk about,
Stream's buffering.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right, so we
Oh,
can't say
it
great.
just came back.
There it goes.
Oh,
We can't
now it's
say-
buffering again. Now it's back.
We're back. Yeah.
We're back. My internet
Guys,
kind of.
this is why you do not let JM Truth run your streams because that will happen.
I mean, it appears I'm giving you a back rub, a shoulder rub now.
And that's the JM Truth.
And that's the JM Truth.
Okay, well,
Right there. Sorry.
I'll be busy. I'll be muting for the rest of the stream. That's nice. Keep that going. Yep. Bring on the tentacles.
Hey, no, they're consenticles, so
They're consenticles, yeah.
And that's the Vishanti Truth.
I like
and
that.
that's the Vishanti Truth.
Love it. Getting high with JM. All right.
Let's go ahead and.
You gotta
in population
reshare your screen to us.
especially taxonomy,
Oh, yeah.
paleontology.
JM.
Shit, I do have to reshare the screen. Thank you for reminding me.
So, yeah, Ryder, I recently, as in like maybe November-ish, discovered the love of THC and little edible gummies. So, yes. Turns out they're really cool. And last night, I'm pretty sure that I was in low Earth orbit.
I've got two words for you, Vishanti: Led Zeppelin and headphones. Oh,
You know
dude.
what? I have intentionally not sat down to listen to like all of Russia's 2112 in one go because you'll probably never see me again.
I have something even better. I found when I was in college, I found a Dave Matthews cover album that was done in bluegrass.
What?
And it is the greatest thing in the world to listen to, especially if you're on mushrooms. That was that was my drug of choice at the time. And oh my God, that is the greatest thing.
Wow.
I'll have to find the title of it and send it to you because it's incredible.
That's amazing.
And I'll just take advantage of this to bring up our favourite Dale Watson, who does the song "Brill Cream and Vaseline makes all the women scream." Dale Watson, do yourself a favour. He's a great one. He's one of our faves. Rockabilly. It's cool.
Oh, and Charlie Welch had that album. So I'm not the only one that appreciated Dave Matthews played in bluegrass.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, Vishanti seems to have summoned more tentacles to the.
Oh no!
Oh, muting.
All right. More JM.
Ethology, population, genetics, and ecology. Next is astrophysics, the branch of astronomy that deals with the physical properties of celestial bodies and with the interaction between matter and radiation in the interior of celestial bodies and the interstellar space. Then we have
Can I ask a different video because JM just reading definitions. It's kind of old now.
Yeah, let's get into. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a choice for Derp Roulette. I think we have 2 videos we can do, but I do have an idea for a third. The 2 videos that we can do for Derp Roulette this week that I have so far are JM Truth Productions. FE Ops does a 35.6 mile observation and proves no curve in sight. Or The Inevitable, JM Zombie Movie.
Zombie. I'm voting for the zombie movie.
My third suggestion is how JM Truth got his dirt back. The Reds Rhetoric debate.
We've had an incoming complaint from the zombie community, and they have said that they do not affiliate themselves with JM Truth in any way, shape, or form because they like brains, and JM is not on the menu. But anyway, that's just from the zombie point of view. I like zombies. Do it.
All right, we're doing the zombie movie. It sounds like I was going to give the decision to Ryder and Glober Mom since they're the guests. But
honestly, I don't know if I've got the strength. It's 4:20 a.m. where I am.
Oh, awesome. Oh, it's been great. Hey, as a Cretaceous person, we've had a Cretaceous visit from Dapper Dino a couple of weeks ago, and now yourself. So we've definitely had a lot of dinos come in lately. Dude, it's been a pleasure to work with you. I've really liked your style.
We had
You're
Dinoception
awesome.
this morning as well. So.
And we did the 1925 Lost World during Wednesday too, so it's a dinosaur week, guys.
It's been a good dinosaur week.
Well, we might have a couple more people coming in to replace you, so.
Yep.
Good.
Hey, there's an ad up on our
I've
channel
actually got to
well.
go as well. But I will say thank you, Glober Mom, for coming back, and Ryder, it was amazing having you on.
I missed you, Vishanti, because we don't get it beyond too much anymore.
Both
So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk as well, Vichanti, about an idea I've got. So
do it.
She's up for anything.
But like I said, I've been up since 9 a.m. and it's now 4.
Oh God.
It's now 4:20 a.m. So
Yeah, you need to sleep.
Oh, I see why you're trying to get off of here. It's 4:20.
4:20.
Well, it's been 4:20. And I only did that for 2
21
hours
now.
now.
Hey, we
Yeah.
love
You
it.
know you can just mute as you're taking bong rips. You don't have to leave.
Actually, I don't smoke at all. I actually left smoking cigarettes and everything a
Oh,
couple of years
yeah.
back. So I
Oh, well
just
done.
completely stopped.
Well done.
Yeah.
Do you just like use edible, or do you just not really bother with it much?
Life is too weird to use edibles or anything. It's just
Yeah,
a
I feel
trip. Life itself, as it is right now, with Ukraine, with
Mhm.
everything that's happening everywhere,
Yeah.
it's just way too crazy, honestly.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
As
All
we've
right,
learned
well-
through human history, though, from what is adversity comes opportunity, as we mammals existed because all of your dinosaurs got wiped out by a meteor. So, although it's bad,
Says
we can
who?
always.
I'm in I'm in Scotland. We've got a hidden dinosaur really
That's
close to
right.
me.
In fact, that Brontosaurus fell off the London Bridge and swum out the Thames off to Loch Ness Monster on the 1925 Loch.
Okay.
We've
Good
also
night, you
got
guys.
an ad for why high heels are
Night,
dangerous.
Shanti.
Okay.
Good
Check out
night,
the-
everyone. Thank you for
Good night,
having me.
Ryder. Thanks for
Good night,
coming.
Thanks for
Ryder.
coming, firefighter.
Oh, thank you for
Cheers.
coming.
Bye.
Bye.
All
Well,
right.
I sent out.
An all-star cast tonight, guys.
Well, I sent out some
Yeah.
invitations, so I'm just waiting on Quiddies to send me the video.
You've got the video. It's on your tab right there that says the inevitable.
Oh, it's oh.
You've got it loaded and everything.
Oh, it's right there. Okay, I didn't know.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and.
Oh my God.
Well,
42 minutes.
since Glober Mom is
Mhm.
a guest, the only guest right now, pick a
Right.
time, Glober Mom, anytime.
Ooh, let's go 33:33.
All
sweet.
Oh,
right.
beautiful. Nice timing.
33.
And this is a little different since it's not just JM saying stupid things.
Oh, can you give the crowd some premise, though? Quiddies, let them know what the theory is.
Okay,
Because,
so
yeah,
Derp
how it works.
Roulette was invented a week ago. When I was trying to find a certain JM clip, and I found one of his live streams that was, I don't know, like an hour and a half, 2 hours long, whatever. And I was just clicking through it, trying to find the clip that I was looking for. But every time I clicked on a random time, within 10 seconds, JM said something hilariously stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? Let's just take this video that I'm doing this on and watch it on stream and do the same thing. Just randomly click to times and listen to what stupid JM has for us.
Yeah.
And we call it Derp Roulette. And so this is a little bit different because this is just going to be like a stupid cinematic moment.
Yes.
Instead of JM saying something stupid. But I bet in 10 seconds
Yeah.
from where we just clicked, something stupid will happen.
Yeah.
And I'm suggesting a rule update that if you do choose a section where JM doesn't say something stupid within 10 seconds, you get 10 times point value because the odds of that are up. Oh, mate, it's so hard. He
Yeah,
just
that's a
never
good-
says
yeah,
anything.
that's a
So
good
there
rule.
you go. 10 times bonus for something that's never going to happen. Anyway, it's rigged. It's a casino game. Roulette.
All right, let's give it a try.
Oh, get
Oh,
Immediately. God.
my brain
immediately blood curdling screams and the girl
Mhm.
laughing.
No, that was my brain cells. That was my
Fine.
brain cells screaming at me.
But who knows?
Anyway, that's.
Give this girl that we can't see her face at all an Oscar for that.
Yeah. And the lighting guy as well.
Yeah,
lighting
the
is-
lighting guy definitely, and the camera guy who apparently just is holding the camera like a camcorder.
And our firearms expert who came from the Alec Guinness School of Firearms Training.
Oh my
Put the hand over the barrel. Hand over the barrel. That's not going to hurt in the morning. Ow.
No.
Well, she hasn't fired it yet, so at least the barrel won't be hot.
Yeah.
Well, since that was a
All
good
right.
5 points right there for Clever Mom, Quitties, you're next.
Let's do 1313.
Okay, 1313. Surely
so
there
we
will.
had some stupid in that, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
close
sorry,
enough.
Glober Mum, you only got a point.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, excellent framework there. By the way.
Yeah.
What are we supposed? That was a good 5 seconds of just dead movie right there. Let's just stare at this war frame
Oh my
for
god,
5
the
seconds.
camera work is just not good at all.
And the people talking in the background is not at all conducive to the scene that he's trying to set up.
The crow audio cue that they used was way too loud.
Yeah.
And
people are way
he
too
uses
soft.
this stupid grainy
Right.
effect in
Right.
everything that he does. Every quote unquote film, I can't even call it a fucking movie, but everything that he does like this, he uses this grainy effect and it looks terrible.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Oh, Jay.
Greetings.
Oh, I think I hear a Draco fire.
Draco fire.
How are you?
Draco.
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
Glober Mom, I haven't seen you in a while.
No, it's been a while.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I've just picked up my dinner, so
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
I get to come back and consume some JM with dinner.
Yeah, I was just checking out your Trey Hutchins, FTFE, and MC Tune debate. I was checking that out yesterday. Yeah, that was fun. A lot of
Traycation.
Traycations.
I'm gonna do something with that too. The Traycations.
I really wanted to come on and talk to him during that debate, but never got my message.
Yeah.
You know, there was something I meant to mention to Ryder while he was here. I'll just have to DM it to him though. But he really, since JM isn't putting out any content, he doesn't have JM content to make videos with.
Yeah.
But there is a flat earther that I call JM 2.0. And that's Kyle Adams with the Flat Earth Institute.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Kyle
he has
Adams,
done
yeah.
at least one video on Kyle Adams. And it performed about as well as his JM videos did.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean-
I was going to suggest, maybe look at more Kyle Adams stuff.
Yeah, I think that'd be good because he's
See, Ryder is lucky because Ryder to JM is what Reds was to Jaren. But once Jaren kind of died, and with culminating in that documentary, Reds didn't really have any specific guy to go after, but Ryder does. He has a second JM to go after, so he's very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
lucky.
and Jaren still, even though he's basically no one now, he still makes a ridiculous amount from his Patreons.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's making what is it, 3,000 a month or something like that on his Patreon.
When you're
even
a
though
con
he's
man,
not
you
really
make
putting
money.
out content.
Yeah, when you're a con man, you make plenty of money.
Yeah.
Well, I think
how
it's
much
more.
you think Dubay makes? I mean,
See, con man's very defined. What I think it comes down to is if you're a snake oil salesman and you're very good, you can buy your trade quite well. And if you've got dickheads, they will follow you. So there's what I saw, right? 13K will wait. 1,300 people were waiting for her. Her name is Hollow Bays LZ, and all she does is do giggly little girly stuff, and she has 8 to 10,000 people watching her. That's a lot of fucking insults out there. And does she rate?
Just
look dumb, and she plays games.
just look at Belle Delphine, for instance.
Exactly. There's a great example.
She sells her own bathwater, and people.
Oh, that's right.
Belle Delphine is popular because she's cute and she does shit that most girls don't do online.
Yeah.
She's
Well-
filled that really niche market.
Yeah.
And
And,
she does it well.
Oh
She
yeah,
I have
she does it
to.
well.
I have to
Meryl-
commend her. She is like a good businesswoman.
Yeah.
And what she's
Hey,
doing,
Marilyn-
she knows how to get money out of incels.
Oh yeah.
Marilyn Monroe came out with a fantastic quote where she said, "Look, I am pretty clever. It's just that guys don't like that." And she was dead right. Blokes find an intelligent woman threatening, and that's a really sad state of affairs, isn't it?
That's true.
I find it sexy.
Mm.
Like a woman that's smarter than me.
Oh,
that
oh,
can
yeah,
that
that.
can actually teach me things.
Well, that's a pretty
That's
wide
hot.
field, though.
Depends on the
I mean, the bar is
And-
rather
and-
low right now, considering the
What she
amount of
wants
girls
to
on
do, right?
TikTok that spout bullshit.
Yeah, the bar is
And
really low.
you know it's not that hard to be smarter than me. So there you go, ladies.
I left that one alone, Quinnies. I didn't do it. I left it alone. I thought, I'll be nice.
See, Booma, you can't just say intelligent women because the bar to intelligence is extremely low.
Especially with people like JM Truth.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, actually,
JM
Darko-
Truth and Nathan Thompson are the only two people in the world that think JM Truth is intelligent.
Yeah. As I pointed out earlier, Draco, you would have missed it. I said that Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's not going to be able to change a rear tire on a motorcycle as good as I can. So that's my job. I'll do that. I don't want him. But when it comes to physics and predicting stuff like that, I think Neil deGrasse has kind of got it, as does Brian Cox.
Well,
So
absolutely.
that's it.
situational
Horses for courses.
intelligence.
Yes. We don't want them mixing concrete because they don't do a very good job at that. We have people to do that. So, yeah it's that sort of thing.
In fact, he has a point. Quitties, you find chicken sexy, so
I'm replying to it right now.
Well, let's continue watching this. The
There.
JM.
Now I've
Speaking of
replied to
chicken,
it.
I've got a nice sandwich that I should start eating.
The roulette. What was it again? Flurp roulette. Yeah, let's continue the
Derp
flurp
roulette.
roulette.
All right,
Roulette.
who wants to pick a time?
I'll pick
Oh,
one.
okay.
6 minutes and 16 seconds.
616.
Yep.
There we
There
go.
we go.
The proper number of the beast.
Oh, you don't even have to hit play. This was where their
Oh,
sound
yeah.
guy fucked up the microphone.
Yeah.
So there's no sound?
Subtitles on it.
Yeah, there's no sound, so we put subtitles there.
Now
Instead
that
of, you know-
doesn't have
Bullshit
make it.
is one word, by the way.
Yeah. Now I can tell you, is there a mega sticker anywhere in this area? I reckon there's got to be at least 3 or 4 mega stickers.
All right
So look
is
at 'em.
one word. Let's see here.
Bullshit is one word.
All right.
Right. Don't
One
go
word.
pulling no John Wayne bullshit now.
And then not capitalized when it should be lowercase.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? It's like a text-to-speech software. Tomorrow
Yeah,
night. All
it
right.
is.
Don't go pulling no
Oh, it
John
is.
Wayne bullshit now.
Yep. Well,
That was
JM
good.
has blamed
Draco.
text to speech for his misspellings before.
Oh shit! What he types his presentations up using Apple's built-in mic or whatever the text or the voice to text thing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he can dub. Oh, listen for a second. He can dub over the sound of a truck going as well as rain, but he can't dub in voices speaking the lines. Or he can't just redo the entire shot and,
Right.
No, he just
He
said, "Fuck
doesn't
it."
know how to do any of that. He thinks that they get one take.
He's
and
not a
that's it.
cinematographer.
He's not.
No.
He's not a filmmaker.
I bet, because you can tell the truck's wet, so it's probably raining right then. I bet his dumbass sound guy, who has to be at least as stupid as JM to work for him, held the mic out in the rain
Oh, God.
and
Without an umbrella or
ruined
anything.
the mic.
Probably.
Yeah, possibility. Oh, we have a PJC.net, PJC.net in the side chat. Hello,
Well
PJ.
spotted. Well spotted.
Pudding Stevens
Let's play a
Spielberg
few more
differences.
seconds. Let's see if we can find another misspelling in the subtitles.
PJC,
Let's
not even
go.
you can't defend this.
I like to have a good time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Take care of our little brother Pete. No comma.
No comma.
By the way.
I'm going to take the Capitol building.
What's that dog doing in the back of the truck?
I'm going to take the Capitol building.
Anyone see that? There was just a dog in the back of the truck.
Poor dog.
Like, he's just sitting there.
What am I doing here?
Just the dog, like, what am I doing?
Why are we
I should have
moving?
jumped out.
Why are we moving?
Speaking of the speech to text thing, there's actually one YouTuber I've watched sometimes, IRL Rosie. She does scam baiting videos, and sometimes she does this Alexa voice, which is fucking awesome. She does like the best impression.
I've seen clips of her doing that. That Alexa voice is insane.
Yeah, her
IRL
Alexa voice
Rosie.
is insanely accurate.
Is that IRL Rosie you're talking about?
Yeah, IRL Rosie.
Yes, she's actually very good. She acts, sings, does lots of stuff. She's a GM. She doesn't need us to give her a plug. She's got plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
She's a talent. Yeah.
All right, Booma, give us a time.
A time. I'll go for 42:33 if it's possible. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, you're just going to hear him saying, guys, subscribe to my newsletter and give me money.
Oh, yeah, might. We'll see
It's
what
right
happens.
at the end of it. So.
Yeah, it's the credit. Wait, is this his
Oh, it
documentary?
is too. I didn't realize.
Oh, the credits. Oh.
Is this
Okay.
the documentary that he was talking about?
Oh, okay. Bad call. Oh, look at that. Hey, Byron Mole. What's he been doing? It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where the gun's just gone off and they're covered in fucking guns. Black powder. Hey, I think we put a bit too much in that mix for that ball.
He really put credits for literally everything. Crane truck driver. Do we really need to know who that is?
It looks like maybe you had somebody else do the credits because there's a lot of.
There's a
not really.
No, wait.
I mean, he even credited Rode for Shotgun Mike.
Audio recorder.
Yeah,
Rode.
let's find who's the audio tech. Ken Ganella. This idiot was holding the mic out in the rain.
No, the boom operator, Curtis Everett.
Hey, there you go.
No, Curtis Everett
held the mic in the rain.
Yeah.
And we said it's gonna be the credits, so there's gonna be nothing there. Even the fucking credits have got comedy gold in them. This guy
Wait.
It keeps on giving.
I think there's actually talking in the credits.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And it's really loud too.
Oh,
I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit for that.
I heard like a snippet of like very loud talking while this was playing.
Let's
go ahead and play it.
Feel about being on a zombie movie.
Oh my god, it's so
placed in
loud.
the-
Jesus.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I have it down all the way.
Ear rape.
I have it down like all the way.
Imagine you're watching this in full volume. You get a fade to black of normal volume, and then and then you just get this screaming in your ears.
So
oh god,
we called out Curtis Everett for being the dipshit that destroyed the mic in the other scene, but now Ken Ganella, I'm calling your ass out for this shit.
WWE wrestling here.
Look, hey guys, I've got one for that picture. That's when you just take the picture alone and put caption this. That would have some great memes.
Yes, it would.
Someone, in fact, I'm going to screen cap this right now because there's some memes you can make out of this.
Oh, fuck
Look,
yeah.
guys, look down at the bottom. He credited every fucking gun used in the movie.
AK-47, Seth Wright, shot, space, gun.
Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on. I need to ask. Does this mean that Christopher Horde, is the shotgun, or that he shot the gun?
He's a shapeshifter.
He's in the truck. Gray
He's
truck.
also
gray truck.
Oh god.
So Christopher Horde, hang on. Before we move on to the gray truck, Christopher Horde is a shotgun. He's a 38. He's not a .38 special or anything like that. He's just a 38.
He's just a 38.
A 9mm and a backdoor prop.
Yep. And then his brother Brandon is gray truck.
I've got one. I've got one for you. Can you just come down a bit, please, Draco? You're really loud. Just one there. Look at all the PAs. He's actually sacked about 20 PA people there. Must have, or did he have to weapon
Okay,
from?
so in normal movie credits, the way you do this is you give the header production assistant, not PA, production assistant, and then you list the people's names.
Yeah.
Boom, is my mic
You
a
don't
little bit
put
better
PA.
Notice he's got 2 Wranglers. Are those the Wranglers for the PAs?
They had to wrangler. They had to wrangle all those PAs together.
Don't forget that Mr. Audio Tech genius Ken Ganella is also the lead production assistant.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Minor Children Extras, extra/zombie.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Ken Ganella.
And it's just all the production staff's kids.
Wait, pause.
Wait.
Minor Children Extras.
Extra zombie.
No, the extras is possessive.
Yeah, it is.
So the minor children extra/zombie.
And also, notice how the A in actor is non-bolded and the rest of it is.
Okay, let's pick another time. We can sit here.
BJCnet has a point. Is the dog listed in the credits? The one in the back of the truck?
I bet he is. But I
actually
replied on this pause scene. Look down next to Jillian Child and Tom Mead. There's just 3 question marks. like, I don't know. Was this person in my movie or not?
If with a reference to the dog in the credits listed in the back of the truck, no, PJC. He actually had dignity and a lawyer, so he managed to bail out of it.
I just read that.
That dog was actually a boom op, but they gave the credit to the other guy. The dog was the one that ruined the microphone.
Poor dog.
Oh,
he
man.
drooled all over it.
Hey, I just want to point out that in this actor guardian section, halfway, you notice how at the top it has the kid and then / guardian, but then later on it just stops. He couldn't be bothered to put the slashes in anymore.
Yeah. So he did the slashes, and then he the slashes, and then he gets down, and he doesn't know who Jillian Child wrangled, and he doesn't know who Tom Mead wrangled,
and then Charles
Rausker was an actor and a guardian.
Yeah,
apparently.
And then they pulled some Italian.
And then another possessive S. Adult extras.
Extra zombie.
The adult extras own extra/zombie.
Oh man.
Okay, we have to stop with the credits. Let's pick another time. Trico, give us a time.
Trico.
1 sec.
This is just like.
Oh man, you asked me as soon as I took a bite out
of
it.
He credited the sky.
Credits the sky. He credited the sky.
Oh.
I'd like to thank the sky for having a dome.
Thank you for not raining not raining too much while we
yeah.
Right,
Daniel
let's see.
Radke Green.
Radke.
He hiccuped while he was typing his name.
Yeah, he had a little spasm and the ship.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to think of the time we've done all the good ones.
And then we had to go down, and now we're finding out all the mistakes.
Let's just go to 33 minutes.
Oh, we already did that.
We already did 33 minutes?
Yeah, we already did 33.
We already did? Okay.
Well, we did 33.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds earlier. Actually,
Go
no,
what
this
you
is JM. You'll get something 30 seconds earlier.
Know what you think his mental age is. That's a good idea.
5?
Oh, okay.
5 minutes.
Beautiful.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, and you need
Perfect.
to unmute it.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. The audio back up a little bit because that was loud, and I don't know if this is loud or not. So
I wonder who wrangled this actor.
Yeah.
Probably her Jeep Wrangler.
Is she
eating coffee?
Instant coffee?
Hey, I like that.
Stay awake. I betcha.
That's a pep right there.
This is the face of depression.
Christian crack.
Wait. He just stopped in the middle of the scene to say
A Stone Brothers film with
Yeah.
a really shitty vintage filter
Yeah.
over that. That
Terrible
is so
effect
bad.
That lasted 10 seconds too long.
Yeah.
that was
I
the
wonder
worst
if that
vintage
guy
filter
in the
I've ever
background
seen.
right there is credited as dude laying on the concrete floor.
Probably. That's
Under
the
the
door prop.
Palmilla
That's the
flag.
door prop. That's the door prop.
That's the door prop. The back door
okay.
prop.
The back door prop. He's propping the back door open.
No, that's
that's what you meant by
that's the
back door. I
boom
thought you
op
meant a
after
different
he
kind of back
destroyed
door.
the mic. They kicked his ass.
Yeah,
Knocked his ass out.
Guy who got his ass kicked. Let's see if he violates the American flag code.
What a great shot there. That wasn't way too long and pointless.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's the gray truck.
Yep.
Who wrangled the gray truck? Oh, there's the dog.
There's the
Kudos to the
dog.
makeup artist. The makeup artist gets points for making that person look like a truck. That looks so realistic.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look really real? Yeah.
They even
But
jacked
what a
it up and everything.
transformation.
Maybe that's why they had like, what was it, 15 makeup artists listed on the credits or something? Like they had a huge number.
Okay, I'm gonna head up north.
I'm
gonna.
And I'll be back here to get you guys.
Guys, I'm Ghana.
I'm
Nice to
gonna.
meet you.
I'm gonna.
Nice to meet you, Ghana.
you're a country in Western Africa, are you?
Yeah.
Ghana, last name Ria. Hello, how nice to meet you.
I'm Sif
It's
Phyllis.
childish, but it's there.
Yeah, NA's right. The dog
My name is
actor
Edward
shit.
Bola, but you can just call me E.
Okay, can I speak to JM personally right now? JM, this is the worst movie that has ever been made.
Even worse than The Room.
There
struggling to
is no
hold on. How dare you?
There's
How
no
dare you say that The Room is a
contemporary
bad
to
movie?
this. I have seen some incredibly shitty movies
The
in
Room.
my day. I
The Room.
enjoy
Please,
watching
please,
shitty
please,
movies.
hold on, just hold on for a second. How dare you call The Room a bad movie? All right, the Room is the greatest movie that was ever put to film.
Oh, hi,
by anyone.
Mark. I did not hit her. I swear.
hi, Mark.
I did not hit her.
I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
I did
Oh, hi,
not.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So, did you mean this
The
even
Room
worse
is cinematic masterpiece.
The Room
Compared to
is
this, yes.
infinitely better than this movie is.
Yes, it is. It
I
is.
mean,
I
I
mean,
would
wait, hold
rather
on.
watch. You guys
Infinity
remember
times
that
zero is
ripoff
still
of
zero.
Pacific Rim that whoever made called Atlantic Rim?
Oh
Hey,
God,
Atlantic
no.
I
Rim
would
was
rather
good.
watch that.
Atlantic
than
Rim was
this.
good. Atlantic Rim was a Golden Globe nominee compared to this bullshit.
It was
Remember,
an
guys,
Oscar
Infinity,
nominee.
Well,
remember,
Oscar, yeah.
infinity times zero is still zero. So anything that's infinitely better than this is still trash.
True.
Oh,
it's
you
true.
mean a negative number?
Wait,
Well,
what?
here's the
You
elephant.
mean a
Hey,
negative
guys,
number?
here's the elephant in the room. Looking just in the dialogue, I'm going to pick up Aunt Mary, then I'll come back. Why not just get in the fucking truck, kids, and go get Aunt Mary and go
PJ
whatever?
CNET.
I don't know, yeah.
PJ
Okay.
CNET. The Asylum.
Aunt Mary's too fat for all of them to be able to fit in the cab
Well,
together.
actually,
so
I think
they
this
have to get
dialogue
out
is
to get
from.
her.
I think this dialogue is from about 2 days prior in the plot, and then the dog is actually Aunt Mary.
PJ CNET. I have to say, The Asylum is a masterpiece compared to this.
Battlefield Earth is better than this.
Hey, I
Yeah.
love Battlefield Earth. It's one of my favorite movies. Don't say anything about Battlefield
It's
Earth.
a fucking
Is that
terrible.
based
Okay.
off of the
It's
Battlefield
awful.
video games?
I love Battlefield
Sharkfield.
Earth.
Okay,
The
I'm
best-
going to pick
the best
another
go-to-
time.
Sharknado is the best go-to movie. It had sharks and had tornadoes. The worst.
And
one.
I'm going to say 18 minutes and 17 seconds.
Hey,
Oh, God.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
definitely not his intellect.
Oh, do we have the zombie scene? Ooh.
Oh, let's go back
well,
a little bit.
Wait, hold on.
further
If you
than
want to do
that.
17, why don't you just do 10, 17?
18. I'll just say 18 minutes.
Let's go to 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
I say go back a bit because I think we need to
Yeah.
see the zombie scene. Yes.
Oh, is this?
The
this is
T-Rex
that movie.
zombie.
Okay.
This is the best part of the movie right here.
Right,
the T-Rex zombie.
I remember this clip. Yeah.
All right.
I went all the way back to 17 minutes just to.
Okay, that's fine.
Guys, trigger discipline. Get your fucking fingers off the triggers.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't ever do that. Walk with your fingers on trigger.
Never hold your finger on the trigger like that.
Oh wait. How is he picking that lock?
Please, something coming. No apostrophe.
Okay, hold on a second.
She just realized that JM was directing the film that she's in, and that's what that screen was.
But no. You realized there was subtitles when the guy said there's something coming, and then there was no subtitles when she screamed. Like,
God damn it! Who was the sound guy again? Something Horde, Chris Horde, or something like that.
No,
Fuck
it was like Ken Ganella or whatever his name was.
Ken Ganella, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I just want to know, like, how low do you think these guys got paid to be in this movie?
They don't. I don't even think they got paid.
And how desperate do you have to be to play a role in this shit?
I have been in like student project films before, which is basically the level that this film is, even though this is much worse than most student project films.
I've seen student project
and
films
you don't
that are
get
better.
paid, you get a free copy of the movie. That's your payment.
Right.
Yeah. I have seen student project films before, and they're better than this.
Yeah.
So in
I
other
was in a
words, you
really
get
good one.
negative
Like,
money.
I really enjoyed the script. It was called Beyond Return, and it was about this guy that could go between the world of the living and the world of the dead. And it was actually a cool movie. And I had a really badass death scene in it.
Oh, you died? Oh, and the world's a better place.
Yeah. and then Hell apparently is an S&M dungeon.
Oh my
And I was
God.
getting whipped by the main character's grandmother in an
nice.
S&M dungeon.
God.
And it was awesome.
You said your fantasy is
And I told her, like, we were on set, and I was like, no, you need to pick up something and spank the shit out of me. And she kept, like, lightly tapping me. I was like, no, you need to hit me. I kept, like, egging her on until she whacked the shit out of my ass. And it was hilarious.
Well, you can always join us over here on the Red Couch, Quidditch, because, I mean, Global Mum, there's tentacles for everybody. Come over. Join us. Get out of the coffee.
that was the birth of the titty sprinkler.
Right there. So, why is this what is he carrying? Is that like a sledgehammer? Like,
he's carrying
this construction worker turned into a zombie and then picked his sledgehammer back up to carry around.
No, he's carrying a shotgun.
Just run it a bit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this rather wet lane. Corners. Oh no! There's always something good around corners.
Oh yeah, one of the premises.
Get him, T-Rex zombie.
From what I remember, the premise of this is the zombies can't see you if you don't move.
Yes.
Just
yes,
like
Jurassic Park zombies.
T-Rex zombies.
T-Rex zombies.
I like Facty's
yes, I didn't know
explanation of why she wasn't subtitled. She screamed in English.
Okay.
And then Jen, and then quick Jen's comment.
These are the weakest zombies I think I've ever seen in my life. They all die in one
I've
hit.
only died in one movie. It was a badass death scene, though.
So
I literally
you die
ran
in 1 out of 1 movies that you're in.
I literally ran through a cemetery chasing a guy. I was a police officer chasing a guy and ran headfirst into a tree to kill myself.
Oh my God.
And I did my own stunts. I actually we had a stunt coordinator that had like the pads that you wear for karate, like the body pads. I had those on under my police uniform, and I hit that tree so damn hard that I was sore for 3 days after.
That explains a lot.
That explains quite a bit.
And like I because we did that scene, and then it was a few days before they filmed my next scene. So by the time I get to the set for the next scene, the director comes up to me and he's like, I saw what we got in your death scene, and like I'm holding a flashlight. It was filmed at night, and I hit this tree, and my flashlight flew up in the air.
Oh wow!
And the camera catches me hit the ground, and then the flashlight hits the ground, and it's pointed perfectly into the camera lens. And it was, he said, it's one of the most beautiful shots.
Oh
This guy is a professor.
Yeah.
A college professor teaching film, and he's like, this is one of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen.
Damn.
And it was totally random. I mean, I just
Yeah,
I hit
yeah.
the tree so hard I didn't even mean to throw the flashlight or anything. It just flew out of my hand.
Yeah, that's how some good scenes happen. Is
Yeah,
by
by accident.
accident. Quitties. I
The
look back.
other thing I've got to point out to the screen right now is Quitty's head is about to set that poor woman's dress on fire too. Can anyone see the
Like,
screen right now? It looks cool.
Is my head flame getting larger as the stream goes on?
Probably like Hades and Hercules.
See, I had the foresight to not even be present on location, so I didn't get burned or assaulted by tentacles or whatever's going on there.
Yeah,
You've got a cloaking device on. We've cloaked you.
So I'm going to have to agree with Annie here. Might be too high now.
Might be too high now.
In fact, he says that explains the chicken thing.
Yeah. Yep, that explains the chicken thing.
Well, let's
Okay,
continue
Renee.
this scene.
Yeah,
this is your life.
Renee, why wait? Just do it now.
Yeah, do it before you eat. It makes you even yeah.
Hit the button. I'm a what? Hit the button here in a minute. In a
The
minute.
science is a little tough to explain, but if you do it before you eat, you will get 4 times as high.
Yeah,
There you go.
Exactly.
So don't bother asking why. It's really complicated.
It's complicated.
Quantum mechanics and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Let's continue this scene.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hop, hop, hop.
Hey, look out!
Weakest zombies ever, and just he's taking
no,
a lot.
no recoil from that revolver, by the way.
Yeah.
No recoil, and apparently that revolver is only a single action, and that's why he had to shoot it like he's in some fucking Western film. No, revolvers are dual action nowadays. You
he's
can
got
pull
mods
the
in it.
trigger as many times as you want without cocking.
But did you notice he shot the zombie
There
in
are
the
speed
chest?
shooting competitions that have guns that are made to be single action for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Regular
yeah.
revolvers are not like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, that guy, he's got mods on his game, and he's also rolling natural D20s. So there you go. He's rolling 20s every time. He's just good in the dice.
And now you
He
may be
rolled
able
a
to play
1D,
Red
he
Dead
rolled a
Redemption.
D1 on ammo, and he rolled a D20 onto hit.
Fair enough.
So everyone else can shoot now, but that one zombie, the guy that was picking it up, had to kill.
Shit! Here they come!
Okay, earlier when all the zombie horde was there, no sound whatsoever, and now suddenly they have
Now
sound.
there's sound. Yeah.
Like what the?
Their audio was.
Yeah, their
not
audio.
good.
And he actually released it. He thought, Director JM thought that this was fit for release.
Yeah.
Apparently, their sound guy only worked like 2 days a week.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, really?
5
That's
days a
what the
week,
problem
so,
was.
you know, yeah.
Well, maybe get
Get
an actual sound guy, not an intern, next time.
Yeah, maybe I should get an actual person that understands how audio works.
I
And not
remember
JM.
watching someone when they found this. I remember watching a stream where they went through like we're doing now, and I think it's right after this, like when they walk into this building, there are several times that a gun is pointed at someone's head.
Are these real guns?
they apparently are real guns, and
Well, then
there are
they shouldn't
several
be pointed
times
at anyone,
when they're
period.
pointed directly at the person. Like these guys didn't know how to handle guns.
We do not want
And
another
so
Rust
they
situation.
just randomly have them pointed at another actor's head.
Not good.
In the middle of a scene.
I mean that's another Rust waiting to happen.
Okay, I think I found
Yeah.
something. I think I found something that it's royalty free, no copyright.
We really need wah wah wah
Wait,
wah
no, no.
wah wah
Wait,
wah
listen.
Get the that music makes
It's like Keystone Pops.
JM, why did you not put Yakins facts in this film?
Because it's copywritten.
Come on, man. This is perfect.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I think like right here, there's a gun. I was thinking like going down some of these stairs, someone, yeah, that person just had a gun pointed at the back of their head.
Yep. Well, and there's also, the scene with the zombie. This one was
It's just making a little bit
Hey,
better.
it's American flag. That's breaking flag code.
It's not like JM was in the military or something and knows how to handle an American flag.
Well, at least he has it lit.
Part of the flag code is that you don't rip it.
Yeah.
Or you don't allow it to be ripped.
I
Unless
gotta
it's
admit
in the
though,
line of fire.
Yakety Sax was perfect for that scene.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was amazing.
It was.
But, if America actually cared about enforcing the flag code, then JM could get in trouble for that.
Yeah, technically it is illegal. You have to separate the stars from the stripes before you can do something like that.
That's right.
Yeah, there's protocol on how to. Yeah.
Oh, there's the only one that's ever followed anymore is don't let it touch the ground.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like the extent of the flag code that's followed. But then, putting it on consumable items like paper plates or napkins, that's against the code. Putting it on clothing is technically
You
also
can
against it.
you can have likenesses of the flag on other things, but you can't use a flag as like clothing.
Yeah, like Tommy
And
Lauren did.
that's why a
heard
lot
that
of
interpreted
people that
different ways.
protested the Vietnam War used flags as clothing to protest.
You remember when Tommy Lauren wore the flag and yeah, that was really
okay.
really
So JM, I learned flag code when I was a fucking Cub Scout.
Yeah.
You apparently were in the actual military and you don't know flag code.
Oh, forget Cub Scout. I know, I'm not, obviously, demonstrably, I'm not that knowledgeable about it, but even I know some of it, and I've never been in either of those two things.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we just had the cosmic background radiation waves ringing and say, can someone kill that background noise? Because it's keep it down, and that's the cosmic background radiation. Says it's loud. What was that? Is someone refurbing their kitchen in the background, guys?
I
Sorry.
don't know what
Yeah,
we
it
heard.
sounded like it.
Okay.
All right, let's pick
tossing
another
my
time.
can across the room.
Yes. Let's do 25-25.
Okay.
Good call.
Good call.
This is where we're going to get the shoehorned in romance subplot.
That looks like it.
Now his elbow's on fire.
Here. You have to put the gun right here and pull the trigger. No. I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, I got the perfect thing for this.
Trash acting. No, you have to put like overly sad music. Put the What's that? It's that one violin song.
No, this calls for the walking away theme from the Hulk.
No,
When they used
you
it
gotta
at
put,
the end of that Family Guy episode.
What I'm thinking
or
of,
Unravel from that one Spider-Man meme.
what I'm thinking of is what Team America World Police did. with the America. It was like America. Fuck yeah.
Just put the acoustic version of Unravel by TK from Lingon's Far.
You know, I did a play when I was in college. I took 3 semesters of directing, and the third level I actually had to direct a play. That was my final project, and I directed this play called For Whom the Southern Bell Tolls. It's a Christopher Durang play, and there's this scene towards the end of the play where this guy has this monologue. It's pure comedy, but I made it super, super serious, and I used Evanescence My Immortal in the background while he's giving and it was glorious.
Oh my gosh.
And I got points counted off for that, because you never use music with lyrics when someone's talking, but it was so perfect that I used it anyway. And I took the damn points taken off.
Here, this might get us a copy.
We all make sacrifices in the pursuit of creative happiness.
This may get us a copyright claim, but
Yes. That's it.
Perfection. It's too good.
JM, we are actually making your shitty ass movie better.
JM, I'll be awaiting my check in the mail for the work I've just done on your film.
Right. Collaboration.
Shoot me!
No! Not so loud, guys. Oh, this is Top Gun.
How good the music is, dude. It's too perfect. It's too good. I can't handle it. This is where you feel Unravel right now.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when we go over our normal 2 hours.
I can't.
Utter perfection, right?
Okay, let's bring back the sense of sound music.
So would you like another cup of coffee or should we bust open the wine?
Why is this guy wearing a jacket with no undershirt?
Shirt.
I really don't
Because it's a JM movie. That's why.
Do you?
Okay.
Or pregnant.
What's
Like, you're
that?
pregnant.
Is she telling him she's pregnant?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, romance. Like I said.
So, do we want to pick another time in this movie, or JM has other movies?
Has he released his documentary yet?
No.
Well, we're up to. We're getting.
Ever will.
We're
Still,
20 off
seriously?
we're 20 off the 3 hour mark. So, what do you think? Should we make it a short 10-minute and wrap
Thanks,
it?
Captain
Or,
Buzzkill.
Well,
Thanks,
yeah,
Captain
it's 3
Buzzkill.
hours, dude. Well, people don't watch when it's 3 hours.
I mean, we've got people here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got people here.
We got plenty of people here.
Let's see.
Oh gosh.
TJC,
Net said,
imagine if you got sacked, if you were so bad that you got sacked by Jam Truth. Honestly, that would just be, that would just mark the end of your film career.
yeah.
I mean,
But
acting in a
isn't
JM movie is already like the beginning of the end for you.
But isn't
if
it-
JM sacks you, then it's over.
Yeah.
But isn't it sad that we actually made his film kind of watchable just then?
I know.
Playing that music.
It's only watchable if we add the music and we commentate live.
Yeah.
Because then it just becomes a reaction, and that's actually watchable.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
could actually make it better by just muting the whole thing and just do like the Mystery Science Theater thing and just put
Yeah.
our own.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we do.
We mute the entire thing, and then we find that one Scooby-Doo episode about zombies, and then we read the script.
Yeah.
That's how we improve this, and
Yep.
it would be a smashing success, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I think there's actually money in that.
And yeah, Facty, I think the camera shake is on purpose.
Yeah, I think so, Facty.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the old filter that they put on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have JM's Superman movie.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
And here in just a moment,
I think we have a consensus on what we should watch.
Copy. Over here.
Control C.
And
Control
paste. Enter.
And when
And
Dale
Zoomy,
Warren
you
makes
have
his
JM
movie.
Superman movie in the green room.
Oh, great.
I'm prepared to be amused.
Prepare your anuses, people. Prepare my anus.
I'd rather not.
Make sure it's nice
Who
and
wants to
puckered.
pick a time?
Make sure it's nice and puckered.
Well, I picked last, so who wants to go next?
Well, there's only 13 minutes in it, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you know us, 13 minutes can go for an hour, so.
Yeah.
Well, let's do 4 minutes exactly.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
4
try
minutes
that.
and 20 seconds. How about?
Okay, 4 minutes and 20
4:20.
seconds
4:20.
to honor the high people.
To honor Renee and May.
And me.
Okay, here we go.
Renee and me, as I think it was supposed to be.
Okay.
You never did like that much.
I didn't
What's
either.
that?
I didn't like
dirty,
it
that
that
is?
much.
Well, at least he learned how to put music in the background with this one.
So
Kinda.
much of a taste for it,
Kinda.
did you, Boy Scout? Bruce Wayne.
Coolest face reveal
Long time no
ever.
I don't remember Bruce Wayne being Wish.com.
That's Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
is Superman if you order it from Wish.com.
This is
No.
Keanu Reeves from Etsy.
See,
right
that's
here.
not. See, that's not Superman. That's Bruce Wayne, who was Batman. But that
This is
he's
well,
playing
I'm talking
Bat-
about the movie,
Batman.
but
Yeah, well,
but
in the movie he said Bruce Wayne though.
yeah,
The other
this
guy
is
that was
this
just
is
talking
actually
was Bruce Wayne, I guess.
this is like above average man if you ordered it off.
this
never
is
be
this is B plus man.
B plus man. Above average.
This is above average, man. Not
It's
super.
B plus man. That's what it is.
Only on the outside.
Look at that gap in them teeth.
Let's just say a very ungrateful
Superman
little birdie
needs
told
some
me that the feds would be
braces.
here. How is Dick? That just about covers it. So you've heard it said. You have to love blackmail. What do you think they'll do if I say no?
I
It's
like
been a
all
long time
males,
since either of
not
us have
just
been in
black.
the public eye.
Yeah, I like
so
all
we're
males.
just legends
Like
now.
black male.
They'll
Like
probably
white male,
do whatever
Latino
they
male.
want.
Well, Latinos. Asian.
I guess. Try to get rid of you. And how would they do that? One hope that you would be the obedient dog and do what they say. Good point.
The sound is so
The lighting?
terrible.
Yeah.
The lighting?
Like the music doesn't blend with the rest of the audio.
No.
I'm listening to it and it just sounds like two different things are happening at once.
Yeah, it sounds like they the two actors never saw each other and they're just talking to the camera.
Talking to the camera, yeah.
They never actually had this, the whole conversation. That they got shot separately and just put together. What it sounds like.
with JM sitting there reading their cue lines for them.
Yeah.
Facty has a good point. The only way to make James' movie better is to shut it off and watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Ah.
Yeah, like the original early '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles.
the original.
Yeah. Hey
The
guys,
Michael Bay ones.
They're not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anymore. They're middle-aged, sort of washed up, probably drug-addled tortoises. And they're actually tortoises, by the way.
Yeah.
That so triggers me. They're tortoises. I'm sorry. Okay, I've got that out.
All right. Another time.
Yep.
Draco, you want to give us a time?
I just gave us one.
Oh.
What?
4:20.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So somebody else.
I'll
guess-
go 6 minutes.
I was
6, a part of Satan.
I was
1/3
about
of
to say-
Satan.
I was about to say
Yeah.
616.
Okay,
Not
that's
quite one
cool.
third. Remember, it's 616.
That's
Yeah,
right.
616. Yeah, so 616.
Okay.
It's the same
Here's what I
goddamn
gather.
conversation.
Is that a
The
dildo?
Liberation Army is using kryptonite to power a WMD, for lack of a
Jerky
better
liking.
term. Now you swoop
Let's
in.
have the sun in the background.
They use the weapon. You're dead, and the weapon's gone, and all's good. Alternatively, you swoop in, take the weapon. They have the weapon, and they have you by the balls.
This guy is such a terrible actor.
Yeah, I know.
Alternatively,
Who
you
does
swoop
the
in,
casting
take
for
the
these
weapon.
movies?
JM.
Does JM do the casting?
JM does that. Oh,
JM does
trust me,
everything.
JM definitely does everything.
Yeah, JM does everything.
Like, I know he credits people with doing the casting, the audio, but no. JM has control over everything in the movie, which is why it's all
Right.
trash.
Yeah.
He could hire fucking Steven Spielberg to direct this movie, and he would still make a shit movie because he would try and meddle with it.
And
or
the
he could be
wedding-
like Mr. Burns and hire Senor Spielbergo.
Senor Spielbergo.
Senor Spielbergo.
The lighting in this is crap because he's got the light behind that guy sitting in the chair. See all the light there, and then when they show the other guy, he's like in the dark.
Yeah.
It's the sun. I think it's the
Silhouetted.
sun coming. The sun coming through the curtains is what's fucking it up because that guy's against the curtains and he's glowing. They're glowing and he's
Well,
dark.
I
The guy sitting in the chair, there's like a lamp or something behind him, right?
Yeah, they've got a light behind this guy, but then the other guy they
The
do
light's
have
not going
him
to the
front
guy in the-
lit, but
Yeah.
the light coming from outside.
It's brighter.
This is why you film indoor scenes at night so
Yeah.
that you don't get external light
Right,
sources
right.
fucking up your shots.
Either that or in a closed
unless you
studio.
want that whole, use a fog machine to smoke the shit out of the room so that you
Right.
get that depth of field and the light rays coming in through the window. that
That's
you can
why.
see.
That's why
That's
filming
why you
studios
would use that effect.
That's why filming studios don't have windows to outside light sources whenever they're filming. It's always in an enclosed studio. Not-
Yeah, look, if you actually look at it, guys, you'll see there's a really bad light flash over on that pole to the left. Light
Yes.
flash through his hair. His nose,
Yeah.
the point of his nose is
That's
actually
what
up
I was
under his
saying.
left eye. It's on the ground. The light's actually zooming up to him. You see, it's just terrible.
Yeah,
Wow.
anyone
That's
with
what I was
any
saying, yeah,
knowledge of cinematography knows even how bad this shot is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
can
have-
see,
I mean,
like,
you
for
can
example,
pause-
that strange ass shadow on the side of his nose just
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
jarring and unnatural. No cinematographer would allow that
But
shot.
right
to
here,
move.
the continuity. If they were sitting across from each other, he would be getting some of the light on
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah.
And
Which
he's not.
he
So there's
probably
no.
is, but then the camera's having to overexpose because it's pointed at a fucking bright ass window. So
Yeah.
Which is open in subsequent shots
incredibly
when
dark
when we're facing the other guy.
I get what JM is trying to go for here, but he's failing miserably. He's trying to get the shadowy, dark, half of his face is illuminated, the other half's in dark, but he's still failing at that because
Miserably.
of the bright ass window behind him.
Yep. He doesn't have a
And
light.
even
pointing
Quinty's
at that
flaming,
guy.
even Quinty's flaming head hasn't fixed this one, so we can't help you, JM. You
Yeah.
fucked this one right up.
Yeah.
Oh, love that massage Glover, mate. That's great.
Fact, he says that turtles don't work at night, so you can't film a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie at night.
Ah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. True.
Uh,
So,
All right, one more, and
Yeah.
then we'll
Yep.
we'll talk about wrapping it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoomy, pick a time.
Let's see. 9 minutes. 9 even. What the
Oh,
fuck did I
yes.
just clip on?
That is Lex Luthor.
Oh god.
Oh, I love it.
And you know who's playing Lex Luthor in this movie?
No, I don't.
You'll find out.
Did JM play Lex
JM
Luthor?
before dreadlocks.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Will you telepately save me, please? Just burn
What
the
am I looking at
entire
right here?
goddamn telepathy. Just burn us
You're
all.
looking at Hulk Luthor?
Hulk Luthor, yes.
I'm looking
Today,
at what's about to
I
happen.
pass judgment on Kal-El, son of Krypton,
I don't think that's
known
JM.
to those as
Oh, it's
Superman.
It's not.
Superman, you have been found guilty of treason and the non-compliance of an act of Congress. You have already entered your plea, and both parties have agreed, so that no contest will be honored.
That's not
and you
how
will
courts
abide by the
work.
order
That
of
is,
this
you
court.
can't plead no What?
What?
You can't enter a plea if you don't even know the court exists.
Yeah.
Like shouldn't they have sent him a certified mail for this? Or
Something.
You're trying to logic out.
Men in Black to pick him up. Something.
You're trying to logic out something that JM just made up in his head.
Yeah.
Does he know what a plea of no contest is?
No, apparently not.
Yeah.
It's basically a guilty conviction without the actual guilt part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
As
I think
of
what is
today,
What's that?
I think with this is the part where he goes to his parents' grave, and he's like flashbacking to why he's where he is at the moment. I do believe, yeah, because you can see it fade from him to this guy here.
you will no longer be allowed to use your superpowers on American soil. This includes, but
So
is
move
not
to
limited
Canada.
Yeah.
No, that's just dumb because Superman could take on the entire U.S. military at
No
once
problem.
by himself with no trouble.
Yeah.
And that's why they wouldn't want him using his powers. See,
How are they going to stop him from using them, though?
True.
Yeah.
True.
The only way they could.
So
If
what
he's
are they
got
gonna do?
kryptonite handcuffs or something, then
Yeah, that's about
you
it.
could just have someone take them off and then start fighting.
Yeah.
But hang on, guys, the elephant in the room here. His fucking motto is truth, justice, and the American way. Now it's just truth, justice, and the way, I guess. So, I don't know, they fuck themselves up there.
Do you know the way? Do you know the
Truth,
way?
justice, and the way.
Do you
Well,
know the way?
it's very
know the
easy
way?
to cross into Mexico so he could become Senior Superman. Senior
Superman,
Super
no, he-
Hombre.
No. He would become Super Senor.
Super Senor.
Senior Super Hombre.
Or the gringos will not be happy.
Yeah, and then he can use his powers just fine.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or
Because
speed,
remember, he's only not allowed to
strength,
use them on American
flight,
soil.
and any other power that is deemed super by this order. In short, the no tights, no flights rule is in effect. It is so ordered.
No flight.
No tights.
Sam, did you write this shit?
I can just imagine him saying that in his voice. In other words, the no tights, no flights rule is now in effect. He said that to himself in the mirror.
Ever. I'm a
He
modified
spoke that.
expert scriptwriter.
He spoke that into the mirror and thought, "Yes, boys, we got it. This is perfect." I'm a modified screenplay writer.
Numi, can you like get it to the point where you see JM's character in this?
JM is a character?
Yes, if I recall.
What I'm going to jump up with too, there is an anti-Superman policy because telephone boxes are now
Here
either
we go, here we go.
or extinct.
Here.
So they're
All right.
actually making it hard for him to change from Clark Kent into Superman. So they're
We
actually,
can see JM act now, guys.
Wait. Did he literally film in vertical mode for a movie?
Yes, he did.
For a movie. He filmed in vertical for a fucking movie.
JM flirted in his own movie.
Oh, God.
JM, even PJ CNET is shitting on you for this. I don't know if you
You
can
have to
cover.
bet that tree is centered nicely in the frame.
Dude, I could get a shot like this if I just go like 2 minutes from my house. I could go to my backyard and get a shot like this.
I could literally cross the street and get a shot like this. In fact, I will do that tomorrow.
Every American suburb has this kind of scene somewhere.
Right.
This is
do that
somewhere in
tomorrow.
Mom's backyard. That's where they had to film this movie.
I will
Uh-huh.
literally do
Credit
this
to him.
tomorrow. I will take my phone out and I will get a picture just like this tomorrow morning.
Now, remember, he says he's based in Montana, and there's a lot of really nice-looking land in Montana. But no, he chose something you can find literally anywhere.
To his credit, though, guys, I've got to say that he has filmed on location. It's a location, so
That's
he's
right.
filmed on location.
It's
There
a
you go.
location.
He
is on
definitely
location.
filmed there.
Exactly.
Well, let's
All right, let's see some JM expertise. I hope he got his deposit back on that tuxedo rental.
Yeah.
Has he paid off the loan for that yet?
Senator, we met with Mr. Kent.
Senator.
Agent
You
don't get paid.
Oh, really? No
Oh,
financial
really?
gain, my
Really?
fucking ass.
That's
Did
lucky.
you think you would gain any money from making this?
Oh no, he made this to make money, but he put this in because he knew he wasn't gonna make any.
Yeah. I think that was it. Yeah.
That was exact. That was
Wait,
acting.
wait,
I
pause. JM.
Hey, JM,
Is that
what's
a
that in the
fucking
background?
globe?
Wait, you got
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Ear rape.
Wow.
Ear rape.
You've got to
Okay, rape warning.
That's a fucking.
All right, and
Clover.
I'm just gonna say it
Judd.
wasn't a box office smash, but it did actually come to a specials bin at a petrol station near you. You will
Wait.
find copies of the JM movie.
But he has a point. Clover Earth with the moon in the fucking credits.
I like
Hey, guys.
Lobo
Don't forget
and
Lex
Luthor.
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
Judge Lobo.
Judge Lobo.
Agent Grant, Agent Henshaw. And Clark Kent and
Let's
Bruce Wayne.
Deos. Yeah, that's his stage
Judge
name. Is
with
Deos.
no E on the end of it.
Deos is his stage name, apparently. By the way.
Deos,
You know what I bet happened? Actually, when JM was typing the credits, he accidentally put the E at the end of Luther instead of Judge.
Oh, yeah. I
that
see it
makes
now.
sense.
I see it now. Yeah.
Well,
That makes
look,
sense.
in the first, so when he put himself in as Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
as that he just put himself as Deos, and then
And
in the
his son was
crew,
a
literally
pretty-
the next line, director
Yeah.
Joshua Deos Ganari.
Yeah.
And his son is one of the production assistants.
He actually
yeah.
listed it correctly this time. He did the one
By the
production
way,
assistant.
By the way, PJ CNET is actually right. He had to say that because of the Superman license. It was officially a fan film.
Yeah.
But you have to. You're allowed to make fan films as long as you do it not for profit. As long as you
Right.
put it out
Yeah.
there. and
Yep.
So he was
Yeah,
legally
I get
obligated
that.
to put that in there.
So that's his way of saying, "Please don't come after me, Gangster Mouse." And
Yeah.
what the Gangster Mouse lawyers are going to
Please
say,
don't
that was
sue
never a
me,
threat.
production people, for Superman.
I mean,
But
if anyone that had the rights to Superman saw this, though, they would know that he didn't make a fucking profit off of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they
They
wouldn't
really
even know
wouldn't
it's a
care.
Superman movie.
They wouldn't care, yeah.
They would just say, "What the fuck is this?" And
But
they just
still,
move on.
I'm still. He has the globe in the background, and
Yeah.
that's confusing.
I'm taking this as an admission of him being a globe earther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm a little bit worried about? Instead of having himself as crane operator, he should have had Level Earth Observer as the crane operator. Just
Yeah, this
saying.
was before we knew about Level Earth Observer, so
Yeah, this is a little bit
You know.
before that.
just a little bit before.
I mean, this looks like it was made in 2002, but
Let me see. When was it made?
No, this was made a lot later than 2002.
Oh, look.
The problem is, I bet he deletes all the comments. The problem is JM sucks so badly at CGI that all of his CGI looks like it's from 2002.
I'm telling you, this looks like something out of 2002, 2001.
Yeah. It had to be a while ago because he's got long dreadlocks now.
Which should it be?
It doesn't even have the date of the release.
No.
Neither.
Or the number of
May
views.
19th,
don't give me any
2011
interaction.
was when it was uploaded.
Because for some reason, it's
I'm
not
just going to
showing the
see
date.
top movies of 2011 real quick.
Just to see if this is on the list.
Yeah, honestly. So what do we got?
You're doing your
got-
research. We like that.
We've got Super 8.
That's more
Immortals.
research than a Flurf has ever done.
Vile came out in 2011. In Time, I Am Number 4. We.
I Am
Source
Number 4
Code.
was a good movie.
I remember
enjoyed
that. I Am Number 4 was pretty good.
Anonymous.
Hey, there was
Anonymous
Bruce
was good
Willis.
too.
There was a Surrogate with Bruce Willis, which was a really good one too. It was sort of Avatar and Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
That
Surrogate was
actually
really
damn
good.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Rise of the Planet of
loved
the
it.
Apes also came out that year.
Oh,
That was a good one.
okay.
Real Steel, the only one here I've actually seen. That one was good.
Oh, Real Steel was awesome. I love Real Steel.
One of the
Is that the
Naruto
is that the
movies
robot
came
one?
out. Yeah, Real Steel is the robot boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fighting-
with
Oh, that
Hugh
was a great
Jackman.
movie. Yeah, I love
not
that.
Max Steel, which I thought it was a while back.
Yeah.
There was a
Ah,
Naruto
yeah.
movie that came out that year.
Oh, Naruto, seriously.
Yeah. The
Naruto.
Captain America movie, the first
Oh.
Captain America movie,
Oh,
the
good.
first Thor movie,
Oh.
one of the X-Men movies,
Nice.
the Green Lantern movie. All of those came out in 2011, and then this. So I think JM should also be
Wow.
added to this list because
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
great-
definitely.
I mean, this was almost as good as the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
almost.
And
yeah.
with less CGI too.
what
Yeah.
about The Thing? Was it as good as The Thing?
You know, I never saw that.
I
Neither
quite
did
like
I.
The
I don't.
Thing.
I don't watch horror movies. Oh, hey, Area 50.
The original
Area
thing
51.
was great. I give that credit.
actually-
that was a good movie.
Oh,
I actually think
which is the original thing?
Well,
Which
the
one
original-
are you speaking
original-
of? Black
That's
My
what is
brain.
it, John
Original,
Carpenter?
and then also the one that from the early '80s was good too. The remake of
But
it was good.
There was the one in Antarctica, which I think was sort of alien.
That was the one in the early '80s. Yeah, that was.
I
Well,
think-
no,
the
I'm pretty sure.
original
I'm pretty
thing.
sure this one is in Antarctica.
There's
yeah,
one with Kurt
the
Russell.
2011 one is
good.
the 2011 one is in Antarctica.
Okay, that one I've not seen that particular remake.
I
of it.
actually think this movie came out way before he got into the whole flat Earth
Better
bullshit.
thing. I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
at this
it is
point.
2011, and he said in like 2019 that he had been in for 4 years or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So, yeah.
Huh.
makes
Fascinating.
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
But still, JM, that is a globe in your movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take this. Welcome back to the Globe, JM. Now please leave.
yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Please
we
just-
don't fucking want you.
Yeah.
Yeah, will kill us all.
All right. Well, now that my brain is
But
sufficiently
he gives us
rotted,
so much comedy gold. I mean,
Cut.
come on, guys.
Kind of like Flat Out Hero when he trolled
Oh.
FTFE and said he was
Yeah.
coming back to the globe. I commented on that. I was like, we don't want him.
It's funny when Flat Out Hero did that.
no thanks.
Was he said he would do it if he could get 10 million subscribers or something. Right there, I knew he was trolling the whole freaking time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but he wanted all these subscribers, and then he'll do it.
I mean, I understand FTFE's point of view. Yes, we should be welcoming because, you know, when you've been sucked into a conspiracy theory for that long and you start to come out, if people are assholes to you, you're going to go right back into it. I understand that. But
Yeah.
he should have known right away that, no, this was a bullshit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considering
Hey,
that he debated me and Craig like only a couple days before he
Yeah.
said he went back to the Globe, and he
Yeah.
was spouting some insanely stupid shit during that debate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gas doesn't have atoms.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So-
yeah. Boomer?
I do have a little bit of interesting gossip. Apparently, QE was chastising Chemo big time for recording his stream. She
Really?
oh, you're recording. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna bar your ass, and really went ape shit at him. So there you go. The old flat earthers are at each other's throats.
Yeah,
And
they always
QE,
are.
as polite
What
as
else
he
is
is, could you imagine that? Chemo just shut up and went quiet, but he was recording against without approval.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's funny. Yeah.
PJCnet, you are absolutely correct. There are some
Yeah.
very excellent Star Trek fan films out there. There was this one I saw that they were imitating basically the original series, and it was a bunch of Swedish actors. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they actually did a really fucking good job at it. I just wish I could remember the name of it because I can't find it anymore. It
Oh.
pisses me off because it was really good. But it was
All right. Well,
yeah.
now that my
I've
brain
never
is,
been a. Oh,
now that my
go
brain
ahead.
is sufficiently rotted, I'm going to go heal it by playing Elden Ring.
There you go.
So
All
this
right.
is where I take my leave.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on.
It's been a pleasure, Draco.
Great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Invite me
See
on
ya,
whenever you
man.
want me back. I don't know why you would, but if you
I
do,
mean, we still have 2 more JM streams before the month's over.
if you do want me to come back, then just let me know.
I mean, voting is happening starting next month, so we're
Yeah.
we're gonna amp our JM
now,
what do you call it up?
Coverage.
Mount Stupid, the top of Mount Stupid, top left. The peak of Mount Stupid, I believe, is the title, and it's the 1st of April is going to be the actual presentation. I think is that correct?
Yeah, that's
guys?
when they announced who won.
April
Mhm.
1st.
Excellent.
And that's
April
when
Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say maximum JM saturation has not quite happened yet, but it will soon.
and that's when that
Working on it.
let's see, we have 3 more JM streams until the 1st.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
We have 3 more
Excellent.
JM streams.
I have to find 3 more streams worth of JM material.
Well,
Yeah.
JM is one of my 2 nominations,
It's
so
not that hard,
hopefully he
ladies.
wins.
Come on.
I
Well,
mean,
guys,
we're
I'm
going to
still
end up
gonna-
watching everything JM has ever uploaded by the end of
Probably.
this.
Star Trek
can't wait
Voyagers,
to
that was
see
a
it.
good one.
Can't wait
I'm
to
going to
see
throw in my quiet mentions too from some of the other achievers who really do deserve a look in. I mean, Witsit, oh God, I have loved him. He is
He
the
was my
gift that
second
keeps
nomination.
on giving. And of course, the other one has got to be Mitchell from Australia. He's come in really hot,
Well,
and he's
my
maintained
other-
his stupidity and integrity, lack of integrity at the same time. So
And my
Mitchell
other
gets a word mention.
and my second nomination was actually Glenn Serio, and I only nominated him because of the thing where he said gods can't be arrested, and then immediately
Oh, God,
5
Mitch
minutes
was
later,
arrested.
5 minutes later, he gets arrested.
Right. All right.
Thus disproving his own existence. Hello, welcome to
Indeed.
the atheistic world.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been fun. JM and Witsit for top left, and I'll see you guys later.
All right.
See you, Draco.
Bye, Draco.
Awesome having you on. And with that, we'll just start going ahead and wrapping things up for tonight. So,
Yeah, let's go around the table. Zumi, what did you unlearn tonight?
that 10 to the negative 17 is indeed negative 170, 70, 70, 70, 70.
Negative 117. And it's also to the right of the decimal place.
That's right.
Clever Mom, what did you unlearn tonight?
What did I unlearn?
Yes.
I unlearned that hell, I don't know. My brain farted there. I can't see what I unlearned.
All right, Booma, what did you unlearn tonight?
Oh, we'll get back. We'll come back to your Global moment because we'll obviously get the brain juices going. That massage is excellent, and the tentacles are working well. What I unlearned tonight was, well, I don't know because it's a paradox. But what Ardawan and I are doing on Wednesday night is Dunning-Kruger, because a lot of people, I bet you might know of it, but you probably don't even know their first names. So we're going to be showing you that it's not actually the Dunning-Kruger effect; it's the Dunning-Kruger paradox. Because I've watched one video on it, therefore I think I'm an expert, therefore I'm top left, but I'm dumb, so therefore I'm top right. So I'm wiggling
You watched
like a
one
pinball.
video on YouTube,
So
therefore
I'm an
you're an
expert on it.
expert.
Therefore I'm an expert. So we are going to be absorbing Dunning-Kruger and kind of how it came about, what it is, and giving a bit of a twist. And there was some other shit there too that I've forgotten. And we've got a card game in about 14 hours too. And what else did I unlearn? It's all a paradox. And JM is, oh God, he's the gift that keeps on giving too.
Yeah.
I love them all.
What I unlearned tonight was how to get my liver to function involuntarily. That process of my brain has been replaced with the stupidity that JM has said tonight.
Good night, PJC.
So now I have to actually think to make my liver function. Thank you, JM.
Yeah, and I also learned that in order to give a physics lesson, all you have to do is read out definitions. That's it.
Of different types of science that aren't physics.
That aren't physics.
Yes. That's why I unlearned that you don't actually teach, you just read definitions.
Yeah, that's all you have to do to teach is just read definitions. That's it.
Yep. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Whoa,
thank you.
good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Love it.
Spinning Hill. Love that.